Welcome to the Adventurer's Guide to the Multiverse. I ignored it this time, but now I'm addressing it.
You will not all the time.
Maybe by the last episode.
Maybe
by the last episode.
I am your dungeon master for the evening, even though it doesn't look like evening behind any of us because this is pre-recorded. I'm Trevor Bettis, and I'll be taking these awesome people through another wacky, fun-filled adventure. But before we get to that, we're going to find out who they are in case you have forgotten, which you totally shouldn't have. We're going to start off with Rhiannon. Who are you?
Hey, I'm Rhiannon Held, professional archaeologist and writer. I write urban fantasy under Rhiannon Held and space opera under RZ Held. And if you like space opera, my series of novellas is now complete. So look up the Amsterdam Institute series. It's got AI, snarky AI, and emotional support cats, and carbon composite wings, and all kinds of cool stuff. And I play Elysia, who's the daughter of another character, but totally different, not at all based on her character sheet. And I will throw it to Yang Yang.
Hello, everybody. My name is Sleepy Yang Yang, and today I am sleepy. But not only that, I am here to talk to you about a dice giveaway that we are doing with PhoenixDice.com. If you are a regular on this channel, you basically know the drill. But for those of you who are new, type an !ticket into the chat for your chance to win a set of dice of your choice from PhoenixDice.com. Anybody in the world may enter, and I can't remember the list of people who we give like extra, nods.
Rhonda. It's just Rhonda.
It's Rhonda, Rhonda, and Rhonda.
And then
Rhonda.
Oh, don't forget my cat Rhonda.
And also, quick fun fact: the last winner, or the winner of the last two sets of dice, have actually been the same individual.
Whoa.
So somebody needs to unseat this lucky person.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I've been trying, but no one's giving it to me. No matter how many times I put it in, it's just like, nah, it's not going to be you.
Gotta change your name to Rhonda.
I'll tell you what I'll give you, though. I'll give you the popcorn so you can introduce yourself.
Oh, yes, I will take that. Thank you. Oh, nice popcorn. Yum, yum, yum. St. James here. I run an Instagram account for trading card games and such called St. James Collection. That's my introduction. That's all I have. And I'm playing Uthal today. Space Uthal, the disfigured of Violaga. Flayer of mind
no, we're cutting it off there. Cutting it off.
Well, he just added something new to his title.
Yeah, I don't know if we've actually heard the entire title during Adventurer's Guide to the Multiverse.
All right, go for it.
Yeah, all right. So with the newest title, the new and improved titles of Uthal, his name is Space Uthal, the disfigured of Violaga, Goliath of the Shadows, Flayer of Mind Flayers, the Poison Death Dancer, Breaker of Ice, Bringer of Cities, the Lost Frost Giant, Lethal Snack and the Kraken, the Savior of the Ordning, Slayer of Dragons, the Time Starter, Tamer of Nightmare, Fright of the Demons, Multi-Universal Hero, threw that in, Fed the Neolithid, the Death Slayer, and the Owner of Taverns.
Cheers onto that.
Oh,
Heck
boy,
yeah.
cheers,
So that's Uthal. Did you guys hear it all? Do you guys want me to repeat it?
No, we're good.
No.
We're all set.
I think I missed one in the middle.
No, we didn't.
Okay, here, hold on. His name is Uthal.
Anyways, on to Lauren.
Yeah, Lauren, you can go.
Hi, I'm Lauren Urban. I have a title, which is I'm the content manager over at Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. You can find me on the socials as Obo Lauren. I am tonight playing Orkira Ildrix, who, I guess I have one title, but it's not like I go around saying Orkira Ildrix, Cleric of the Phoenix, because that seems tiresome. I don't know. Maybe no one wants to hear my titles.
Oh, everyone wants to hear it. We should always say our titles.
It'd be pretty tiresome, yeah.
I just get tired of saying it. So, Uthal, I have a lot of respect for you that you can just keep saying it and be excited every time.
Determination.
I do like that in the captions change Uthal to Whoall.
Cool.
That makes sense.
Figure.
That kind of makes sense for why Uthal's got to rattle off the titles all the time. And I will popcorn it to Trevor.
Oh, hey, it's me. I'm back. Hey. So yeah, we're this is our penultimate episode for this limited series. And we're gonna see what things happen. So last time, you all had found the prophecy for the creature at the center of the multiverse, the thing that would one day devour the entirety of the multiverse. and you need to find out where the center was. And so Mrs. Fox took you all to this massive spaceship called Long Look. And on board, there was a fairly dreary computer that said that it wouldn't know the answer to that for another 432 years, give or take a month. And so you all used, Mrs. Fox used a button called the Impossible Field, which made reality get a little weird for a little bit, and maybe a little 90s nostalgia-y. And you got your way through there in order to press the button one more time and then write reality, but 432 years and 1 month had passed just in that room. Not outside of it, just that one room. And so the computer knew the answer to where the center of the multiverse was. And then a god showed up, made you pull from the deck of many things. You know, Elysia was totally not going to get voided or anything, but then Wit stepped forward because we had done it all again before, and not because I had totally lost an episode. And so now you all have some new things and some stuff. Well, actually, Uthal has one less thing and some stuff.
We've actually all suffered many losses during this trip. The last episode was one of those cliffhanger episodes where a lot of bad stuff happens, and here we are recovering from it. No one's recovering from this loss.
Yeah, to kind of give a recap on it, Pilkins now has essentially an assistant Warforged that took on the identity of Long Look. Orkira has a magic shield that she can produce from a brazier that she can still move her hands while she does stuff.
I mean, I know that Orkira is a magical being of fire, but she doesn't have a brazier on her arm. She has a bracer on her arm.
Oh yeah, sorry. I woke up very soon.
Very soon.
We're still in the process of it.
I normally would have even put it out, except I love the idea that Orkira would actually just be carrying around a little brazier.
It's just hanging off there like that.
Yeah.
Just, yeah.
I mean, that'd be totally up her alley.
Yeah, it would. And yeah, Elysia didn't pull from the deck because Wit knew what the card was going to be, but he did give her his ring of spell storing, so you have that now. Wit, who did draw the void card, and his soul is now somewhere hidden and guarded by apparently really powerful beings. His body is in a room in Mrs. Fox's house. And Uthal fought death and killed it. Avatar of death. That is a
Gary,
clear distinction. Yep.
Death to Uthal. That's all he knows. He killed death.
But as soon as you did, when you stabbed it with Ozic, too many souls went in. Burst, and you have just like the pommel left.
Yeah.
So you know.
Also,
someone hates you out in the multiverse. Someone was just like, oh, you know what? I think I hate Uthal now. And so we'll probably find out what that means in a future game.
just imagining like waking up like, you know what? Screw Uthal.
I mean, I see a future game in where it's, Adventurer's Guide to the Multiverse 2, the search for Wit, and then we finally find Wit, and guess who it is that hates Uthal?
Oh,
I'm just putting it out there.
Somehow it's my fault.
It needs to be like Hark a Vagrant with the Nemesis, like little miniature portrait.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm just imagining like someone's going to come up to me like, you've ruined my entire life and I hate you. And I'm like, I don't even know who you are.
That was a
let's
Thursday.
be real. There's a big chance of that. You don't normally remember NPCs.
That's true, actually. I play this game much like Uthal. This is pure role playing. I forget all the NPCs he would.
I'm gonna pull the curtain back a little bit. I already know which NPC it is.
You're gonna tell me his name, and I'm gonna be like,
I know that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Honestly, I have no idea who this is.
Anywho, so at the very end of it, Mrs. Fox got the printout from Long Look and found that the center of the multiverse is located just below the hotel at the edge of the multiverse, because they never checked what edge that was. And so you all gathered back in the house in that room. and she says that she's going to travel the house to the hotel. So during that time, you have a bit of kind of downtime. Is anyone doing anything or talking with anyone?
I still don't trust this thing.
The shield.
I keep waiting for something really bad to happen.
Like, is it like where you're getting used to it, and like as you're trying to go through doorways that you normally barely even fit through, like the shield pops up and you're like slightly caught every time. Oh, this thing.
I mean, the sad part is she's been through that before several times. so yeah, on a regular basis, she's like, I don't even know how to activate it.
Well,
Hey guys, throw a stone at this.
has this cool ring
Mm-hmm.
that like we should put some spells in. So who's got cool spells that I should put in this ring?
Well, how many spells can you put in it?
Well, if they're high level, not many, and then if they're low level, there's more of them. So they
What's
add
the-
up to 5.
Okay.
I was like trying to do that in the universe, and I'm like, yeah,
Yeah, no.
screw it.
There's
They add
some
up
D&D
5.
mechanics that aren't thematic. Yeah, so does anybody have spells they want to put in a spell storing ring?
I mean, it's your ring, so whatever you want to put in it, I'll go with. But are you looking for offensive or defensive?
Well, I mean, I have some pretty good offensive spells, so I was thinking like something that I can't do, so I can cause damage at stuff. But
Okay.
healing, I only got like, sort of minor healing spells.
Oh,
Stuff
in
like
that
that.
case, may I offer you some good berries? You could have 5 charges of good berries, and they help you fight nausea, and they're quite delicious.
I'm just
Sure.
imagining a berry just appearing out of a ring. It's just like you shake, like it's like Tic Tacs. You just shake it a little bit and one falls out.
Or it's like a ring pop where it like appears on top of the ring and then you can bite it.
Yes, that's it now.
I mean, good berries are delicious, but I mean, Alicia, if you're looking for healing, I've got options. Do you want like one small heal you can do a bunch of times? Do you want like one big heal you can do once? Pick your healing.
Let's go with the big one because
right.
I can do cure wounds. So
Would you like a mass cure wounds or a healing word?
what's the healing word do?
It's a bonus action one, so it's actually smaller, but it doesn't take as much time.
And it's
There I-
ranged.
And it's ranged. Yeah. So
That sounds
I can
fun.
give you a smaller healing one that you can kind of do on the fly. Sometimes I actually am flying when I do it, or I can give you a big one that gets everybody.
Let's do the big one, and then you can be freed up to do something else too. Like I want to help you out. You're always helping us out, Orkia.
That is incredibly kind, and I really appreciate it. And this just means that the both of us are going to have to do some healing. But I like your optimism. And Orkira is going to pull out her holy symbol. And I don't know if she knows how to put a spell into the ring, but her holy symbol is a book, and she holds out the book and says, "I guess put the ring on the book."
That works.
And then she will. I think what happens is she just casts mass cure wounds.
Yeah. So you go to cast the spell, and this flame energy that normally comes off of you and goes into someone else to heal them. It kind of like is sucked into the ring, like kind of spiraling down like a little tornado. And it's in the ring, and it just kind of wobbles a little bit.
Okay, I think that worked. I mean, it's all glowy now, and she'll kind of poke at the ring on the book.
Yeah, it's a little glowy.
Here, have you ever cast this kind of spell before?
No, well, as I say, I had the cure wounds, so
Okay. come over here and I'll kind of teach you what exactly it does, as Lauren will type into the chat what exactly. Range 60 feet. So if anybody wants to do other things, here's Orkira is in-game teaching you, like, okay, you want to be about this far away, and then you want to like, you're probably gonna want to thank the Phoenix, even though they're dead and not your god, because like it's a spell coming from me into your ring. So it
That's
can't
fair.
hurt, right?
I'm watching from beyond the grave.
Technically, is it Arborea that they're in? They're in one of the upper planes.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Pilkins, Uthal, are y'all doing anything while this lesson is being taught?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
The answer is yes.
Yes. I am doing something. That
Right.
something.
Are you in your
Consists-
room crying over the broken parts of Ozzik?
No. I'm at the
Aw.
bar crying over the broken parts of Austin. As one should be.
Yeah, that's
Are
fair.
you crying about it to your new cursed weapon that you could also talk to that has like a personality?
Wait,
I don't have one yet.
no, he
Oh,
doesn't.
I thought you pulled out like another one or something.
Yeah,
like
sort
that.
of life
oh no.
stealing.
I had the sort of life stealing.
Yeah,
but that's
he
always
already
been my
had
offhand.
that. That was his
yeah.
other one.
Oh wow.
It's the
okay.
other weapon. I do have it on the bar sitting in front of me, just
It
looking
has its
at
own
it. Like,
mug of ale.
honestly, I don't know how we're gonna get through this. Like, it's like he was kind of holding all of us together, and you guys are just looking at me, just chatting with my other sword. Oh,
Occasionally he pours a little ale on the sword.
drop the pummel in my drink.
Uthal, does that sword talk too?
Yeah, but doesn't technically talk to me, but we chat. It doesn't talk like the other one did, but
How does something not technically talk to you but talk to you?
I don't know. It just started talking as soon as Ozzik disappeared.
Ooh.
I'm gonna give the sword a long look and I'm gonna poke it and say, Ozzik?
And then Long Look appears like in the side. Yes.
Actually,
No,
Long
sorry.
Look was gonna come up to you, Pilkins, and just go, I just realized these things that are moving me around. These two, like, I think you call them legs. I'm controlling them.
Well, yes. I think like Pilkins, I wanted Pilkins to basically like take a long time with Long Look, like have a buddy moment and figure out, he's basically wants to break down to him what an adventure is. Make sure he knows what he's signing up for, like peril and mortal danger. Be very thankful that he's signing up as Pilkins' protector, and not just physically, but like in dire social situations or situations of extreme embarrassment, like Long Look is going to throw itself into the crossfires and take the social hit for him, and then he wants to make sure that Long Look looks his best. So he's going to like when they emerge from Pilkins' room after this whole like discussion, Long Look is wearing like from head to toe like the Astra Incorporated like gear that they had previously, and Pilkins is wearing like his normal outfit.
I love it. I love it.
I think you're ready.
Yeah, and Long Look, every time you give him this information, he does just kind of give you a long look and then goes, okay.
I was apprehensive about this at first, but you're all right.
Yeah, I'm still kind of coming to terms with the fact that I'm not a giant ship anymore. I'm gonna go stare out the window for a little while. Is that okay?
I think I'll join you. As the two of them walk off and just stare out the window.
Just
for a
stare
little
out the
time.
front window, just at space as it's moving by. Anything else before getting in a long rest? Because Mrs. Fox does say that it's gonna be a little bit of a trip to get there.
Orkira desperately wants to like comfort Long Look because she's been through the whole my body has been changed against my will into something else, except it took her like an entire lifetime, and she doesn't even really know exactly what she did to figure it all out. So she's just kind of standing there looking awkwardly like, yeah, that sucks. Okay. I'm gonna go to sleep, okay?
So Pilkins and Lawlook are standing in one window looking out of space, or Akira, like camera pans, or Akira's like next to another window.
Here's the window. It pans across the front door, and then the other window on the other side is just Akira just staring at them.
And then just looks sad for a moment and then goes, he'll be okay. It'll be fine. I'm not that kind of cleric. And she's going to go get a long rest.
But the therapy card might be great here.
She might deploy the therapy card at some point, but like this feels like there's going to be a lot going on very, very soon. And yeah, that's hitting a little too close to home. So I'm going to go get a long rest.
I do love that the therapy card there was talked about as if it were like an ability.
It
I use
is.
the therapy card.
It's a free action. I have it on my character sheet.
Oh,
Like,
boy.
it's at will.
At will. I love it.
At will therapy.
Yeah. So yeah, eventually everyone settles down for a long rest.
Yay.
And then all of you wake up with a and each of you are alone. And you find yourselves standing in you don't know this, but identical places. Fairly identical. Essentially you are in this long hallway with no ceiling. It just reaches up into a dark night sky. And there are these massive ancient walls that stretch up about 60 feet into the air. And they are decrepit. Some of them have like lots of vines growing over them and whatnot. And they just kind of go on in either direction. Maybe a few of you might see a bend eventually. But you are by yourself standing there in what seems to just kind of be a empty, strange place. What do any of you do as soon as you wake up here?
Hello.
Your voice echoes down the long hallway.
Oh, that's cool and spooky at the same time. Okay.
Wolf's gonna smell. Are there any scent trails going through the?
You get your nostrils get overwhelmed with the scent of death.
I would like to look down at my body. Am I naked and or restrained?
No, you're in your normal adventuring gear. Also, it kind of dawns on you in the back of your head to kind of go over later for yourself. You have adventuring gear.
So it begins.
Or Kara looks down. Am I a puppet?
You are not a puppet.
Okay, then whatever this nightmare is, it's not as bad as I thought. Okay.
Uthal's just going to look around and just, with his hangover and just be like, not again. And he's just going to start walking in a direction.
How wide is the hallway?
I would say it's probably about 40 feet across. It's big.
Oh, okay. Then
hallway.
Orkira's going to spread her wings and go
I'm
up.
gonna say 30 feet across. Yeah.
Then Orkira's still going to spread her wings and it's going to be a little awkward, but she'll go up.
Okay. Arkira, as you're starting to fly up, you're getting this knot in your stomach like you've been here before. And as you come up over the wall, like in one direction, you kind of just see this stretch, and what you see is over this wall is more walls, creating more hallways and creating more twists and turns, and you realize that it is a labyrinth. And beyond it is this dark, almost pitch black forest that stretches on into oblivion. And as you turn around, you're almost expecting to see what you find, and you see in the distance the Fortress of Memories.
Oh. Okay. I wasn't expecting to talk to her so soon. I'm gonna take a knuckle, like I'll perch there for a little bit and look around for anyone else because Orkira doesn't necessarily want to go to the Fortress of Memories alone. She might have a good opinion of this person, but she still is kind of not interested in going and talking alone.
Give me a perception check. What is anyone else doing while she does this?
I'm just walking.
Yeah, okay, Uthal's walking. What is Elysia
Yep,
doing?
just going forward.
I think she'll probably stay as wolf, in case she can find some kind of better scent trail.
Okay.
But like as a wolf, just kind of like
you
loping.
do. Give me a perception check real quick.
Okay.
I got a 28 on my perception check, and for obvious reasons, Orkira is also looking for ravens.
Okay, I'll get to that in one moment.
Dirty 20.
Hey,
Nice.
you
Nice.
under the scent of death pick up on something else nearby, and it smells acidic.
I mean, anything's better than death, so let's follow that one.
Okay, give me one more perception check.
Okay. Watch me like totally lose it now.
And Orkira, you're perched up on this wall and kind of scanning around looking for anyone, and then you see movement. At first it's in the sky and it's kind of coming down slowly, and then it starts to turn, and you can see that it has these kind of smoky trails coming off of it. And eventually, as it gets closer, especially with your perception, you see these two bright red eyes that are fixed on you, and it is heading straight for you.
Do I recognize what this creature is?
Because your passive perception is so ridiculously high.
Thank you.
It has the shape of a dragon, and you very quickly realize this is a shadow dragon.
Well, crap.
What was that perception you got there, Elysia?
16.
You just stop within like a centimeter of it as you see this ripple go up in front of you, and you look and follow the ripple up and up and up, and essentially there is a massive wall of gelatinous cube in front of you.
Oh man, Mom has told me stories about these.
Like a gargantuan sized gelatinous cube. And we're all going to roll initiative and then find out what happens on everyone's turn separately.
Wow.
Did I split the party? Maybe.
Okay.
Okie dokie. I think I'm gonna have the all of the weird stuff happen on the same turn, even though they're in separate areas, just to keep this a little more organized for my own brain.
DM organization is important.
Yep. In fact, you know, I'm just gonna leave the roll. I'm not gonna add anything from any of them. So, Uthal, what'd you get?
24.
Nice. Orkira,
16.
Elysia,
11.
and Pilkins.
21.
21. Okay. Oh, this is very interesting. All right. So Uthal.
Yeah.
No danger in sight.
Cool.
What'd you like
Looks
to
like
do?
I'm doing it. I'm just gonna confidently keep heading in some direction that I think is the
I'll tell you
right
what,
way without
you,
knowing.
You get we'll say that you use a double move for the turn, since there's no other thing. So you get 30 feet, and you actually come to a bend, a left and a right. Which way do you go?
I guess I'll go the right way.
So you go to the left.
Anyways, you're going to the left.
Well, you said to go the right way, so
I'll take it.
So okay, yeah, you turn to the right, and again, no danger that you can see. You look behind you, nothing going on, just kind of a peaceful night.
This is pretty nice. just enjoying myself. Like, I don't know where I am, but I'm really enjoing this place.
A
Really,
pleasant stroll.
really needed this. Really
Well,
needed
everybody
this.
else is in like mortal danger.
Uthul's
Uh,
like, yeah, I love it here.
Pilkins, on your turn at the beginning of it, your area is more overgrown with vines than the others. There's kind of a heavy draping of vines all over these long walls. And one of them, about 15 feet away from you, starts to move. And all of a sudden, it forms into a hand that where like vines kind of twist to make the fingers and hand, and it reaches out and grabs onto the floor, and it slowly starts pulling itself out of the rest of the vines as they pull with it, twisting and forming into this giant shape of a shambling mound, and it looks at you and roars.
Oh my god. Okay, free action shriek as loud as you can.
Shrieking is a free action. Big hundo.
Thank you.
Can we hear that from our areas?
No, you can't.
Okay. Wow.
Aw.
I've been like, just Uthal just walking like, huh.
I think so. The hallway also extends behind me, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I think without like everybody else there, Pilkins feels like he's like scared and outmatched, so he's gonna actually just turn the other direction and just book it.
Okay, double move.
Double move, and because the Gloomstalker first turn, it's 45 feet of movement, so 90 feet total.
Woo-hoo! All right, you are hauling. You go, geez, you go 90 feet.
Because I'm 35 base, and then for the first turn, Gloomstalkers get plus 10 feet movement.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't stack
It's
like
90.
that. Okay.
So
Still,
it's 90 total because I'm double moving.
That's so good. I love it. All right, yeah. Pilkins shrieks and just takes off down the labyrinth. I'm gonna kind of pick a direction in my head that doesn't particularly matter. But
Yeah, he's running with no logic
yeah,
as long as like away from danger. He's just
Pilkins is on the run. All right.
Pilkins on the run.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Well played. Okay, good. All right. So, it's the bad stuff's turn.
Oh boy.
And Orkira, that shadow dragon comes swooping in with 80 feet of movement.
And I will be in the process of waving in Draconic saying, hi.
And it goes, "Rah!" And it is going to attack you
Okay.
and possibly knock you off the ledge here, but we'll see. The bite attack was a 19 to hit.
No. So
Nice.
the reason is because of a thing I'm going to do. Where is it? There it is. So hi, and then as it comes at me, one of my wings comes around me and helps push it, the muzzle of this dragon out of the way just a little bit, as I'm going to use my reaction to use protective wings on myself, which gives me a +5 to my AC for that attack only, which gives it 20.
So this thing comes into bite, and you throw up a wing, and then a mystical shield pops up on the other side of it to give it the extra bit of protection, and it just bites into it and stops the attack. So it's going to get 2 more claw attacks. But I don't think a 13 will hit anymore.
That won't.
Oh my gosh. But I did roll an 18 for the other claw attack.
That will hit.
So it gets 1 claw in there underneath your defenses, and you take 13 points of slashing damage. And the gelatinous cube is going to start to move forward. And Lisa, you're kind of like backing up in wolf form, and it is actually going to attack you with a pseudopod as stretching out of this wall of ooze is this just appendage that tries to slam into you. That is only a 12 to hit, though.
That will not hit.
All right, you in dog form just kind of boop, bounce to the side, and it slams harmlessly into the ground.
That's good because gelatinous cubes one-on-one are like freaking deadly. Yeah.
All these one-on-one are freaking deadly.
Yeah, true.
Okay, and then let's see. We're gonna do that. Does a 17 hit you, Pilkins?
No.
Okay, you are
He caught up to me.
are
Oh my
running
God.
full speed, and an arm reaches out of the vines and tries to slam at you as you keep going.
I think like as he dodges, like he's like no, and then he throws like a good berry at it, if I may. Just drop a good berry.
Yeah,
and then he keeps running.
No.
Yeah.
I like that. I like
Please.
that you don't have pocket sand. You have pocket berries.
Berries.
I mean, more appealing than pocket sand, right?
It's true.
You
Totally.
can miss with a pocket berry and still have a creature be very distracted by it. Ooh, berries.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Uthal.
I'm still imagining like all this is happening and Uthal's just walking by himself and he like kind of almost trips and he's like, oh, that could have been dangerous. And he just, like, looks around, like,
He's whistling a jaunty tune.
"Do-do-do-do-do." There's dragons flying everywhere. Pelicans just running away from this thing, and I'm just like, I'm gonna go this way.
Yeah, and then you're walking along, you stumble a little bit, keep whistling your jaunty tune, and you come to another turn, and you follow it and come face to face with someone. Not quite face to face. There is someone standing there silently, not moving, and they have this black ornate cloak that goes over all of them, and the only part that you can really see of them is a white mask covering their face.
Ah, this is one of those parties. All right.
Oh.
Where are we going?
This person turns from you and starts walking, and as they do, the walls of this labyrinth start to move and open up, making archways for her to go through.
Oh, neat. I haven't seen this before, and I'm just gonna fall over.
All right,
Kinda
so
cool.
Uthal just falls along.
Yeah, that's a great party. I don't know who invited me to this, but I'm gonna thank them. This is neat.
Okay, Orkira, a massive shadow dragon is kind of hovering on above this wall with you as it tries to attack. What do you do?
I have two quick questions. One, can I tell how old is this dragon? How big is it?
That is a good question. It is
Orkira knows her dragons.
you're as it got closer to you, you're like, oh, okay, this is about large. So this probably falls into the range of a young shadow dragon.
Okay. With that in mind, Orkira thinks she might be able to outrun this thing. So she's going to put the banishment away. She's going to be like, nope. And she's going to double move. So she'll disengage and
Okay.
then also move. And her speed is 50 feet when flying.
Okay.
And she's going to beeline for the castle of memories, fortress of memories, because at least the Raven Queen can be talked to, not that thing. So gone. And as a bonus action, because that's a move and that's an
I
action
don't know
as
why,
a
but I'm like picturing a very like Frank Miller style to this, where like Orkira's flying through the air. There's like a bolt of lightning that goes by that silhouettes her and the shadow dragon flying through the sky.
it's very
Nice.
epic.
Nice.
I mean, if it
Neat.
wasn't happening to me, I think it was really, really cool. But it's happening to me, and that sucks. And then as a bonus action, she's going to do a quick healing word on herself because while she wasn't hurt too much, that's going to change if the shadow dragon catches up to her. So going to do that, and yeah, that's all she's doing is she
Okay.
is booking it.
Booking it.
She will try to keep an. Actually, no. I think at this point she's just booking it for the shadow for the keep. So I think it's at this point whatever her passive picks up as far as if she sees anyone else.
Cool.
Run!
Alicia, it is your turn, and there's a gargantuan gelatinous cube in front of you.
I'm thinking that there's an obvious thing to do here, and that is to run the other way.
Okay.
And also in wolf form because I think she's faster.
Yeah. So you just get into that gallop and take off. But because of your role and because you'd picked it up, you suddenly get overwhelmed with that scent of acidity after about 60 feet. And you see another ripple go up.
Oh no. So they're blocking on either side?
It looks like it.
Oh boy. Okay. Do I have time for a spell? Or did the
Panicking
running
is a free
take
action.
it up?
I'll give you time for a spell.
Because her mom has all these spells, and I'm like, well, obviously she would just does it up, but that's her mom. I'm like, I will make her different. I will take spells away. Let's see. I think she has a teleport. And so I'm pretty sure she's going to choose to teleport. The question is where?
So
It's a decent question.
The walls
There's
are
no place
60
like
feet
home.
high.
There's no place like home.
But I will note, these are massive. They are gargantuan. They are transparent. But the question is, how far are they transparent?
Well, at least like they won't go like this, that much. Hopefully, like they would be making a little roof, would they?
No. What I mean is just like you don't quite know how long they are, like how deep they go. But you can see through them and see that there is more of this labyrinth on the other side. But the walls that block you out, the stone walls on your left and right, go up 60 feet.
Okay. So when it says the destination must be known to me, like looking at a labyrinth and saying like, well, obviously there's an outside wall to it. Is that known?
I mean, that is you're calling it. You're like, what is the definition of known?
The Dungeons and Dragons, where it's philosophy all the time.
Okay, we're just gonna do one of my little fate rolls.
Okay.
High or low?
Low.
So what level are you all again? 13?
13.
Okay.
13.
You said low?
Yep.
Unfortunately, you can't really like get a good idea in your head of like what that would look like.
Okay. Well, so in that case, you got the walls to either side. She's going to teleport to the top of one of them to like stand on it.
Okay. So this dog stands there suddenly panicked and then whoop, disappears and reappears at the top of this wall, and you get the same image that Orkira had of this expansive labyrinth reaching out, and in the center of it, this massive fortress that reaches up towards the night sky, and it's all encircled by this almost pitch black forest.
And off in the distance, a screaming dragonborn being followed by a shadow dragon. Actually, does she see it? Does she see us?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. My perception is not like Orkira's perception, but
No, but we are being loud.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, not if I roll a 6 though, so that's a 7 on perception.
The dog version of Alicia hasn't really scoped out that much. She got an idea of the area and then looked back down at these two gelatinous cubes slowly.
Well, she has to be a half elf to cast.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
So she turned into a half elf, teleported herself up, so now she's balancing on the top of it as a half elf.
Yeah, there's a good like 5-foot space here. You could stand enough.
Yeah.
It would make my legs give out under me, but
if I had another teleport spell, now I'd have somewhere to teleport. But that was my only teleport spell until I rest.
Oh, it's gonna be fun.
Still well done. Still a good idea.
All right, we're gonna go to the top of the round with Uthal.
Uthul's just like, so who's the host of this party? Like, I don't remember getting an invite, but here I am. Like, what's
So you say this, and you get no response. This person just continues to walk ahead as the walls move to form archways for them.
It's rude.
And eventually, though, so as you're going through, these archways are forming, and you can start to see the top of this fortress in the center of the labyrinth. And the person in front of you raises a hand, and all of a sudden that fortress moves and comes close to you.
Oh, cool.
It doesn't change perspective for you or Kira. But in St. James, in a film, like when they would like do the quick zoom thing, and it would kind of like fishbowl and like bring the thing
like
closer.
Jaws or
That. Yeah, exactly. That shot from Jaws.
Yeah.
That's how you see this fortress kind of come closer.
Oh.
And then
I was gonna say, do I like feel like I'm being pulled to it, or is it just
you don't feel anything at all? No sense of motion at all. And now you are suddenly at the entrance to this fortress.
Oh, cool. A lot of really cool effects you guys got going on for this party. Like really, really kudos. Whoever this host is fantastic. Give him my praises. You are a great guide, so I really appreciate it. I would have been lost in whatever that place was if you didn't just open it all for me. So thank you. That was nice. Can I give you the tip? I pull out a gold coin. Like, you take tips, or how does this work?
Just poking this person with a gold piece.
Come on, you want it? Like, come on. You're not allowed to take tips. I know tax reasons and all that stuff. Sometimes it's
So you go into the fortress as the door.
Putting the coin back into my pocket.
There's these massive, 30-foot high doors that just open on their own and lead into this kind of grand Gothic hallway.
Wow, this is cool.
As you're walking through this, like the architecture of the interior of this building is like blacks, grays, maybe a few whites here and there. But flanking you on either side as you and this person walk down the hall are pedestals. Lots and lots of pedestals, and there's no real rhyme or reason to what is on them. Like there might be a sword on one, there might be a vase on another. On another one after that, there is this floating kind of spectral image. Like it's almost like a little movie is playing in a portal. It's a little hard to see, like you pass by one, and it seems to be from someone's perspective as they're running and laughing and chasing after one of their friends in like a garden nearby their home. And you just pass all of these things and strange images as you continue on until finally you come to this grand foyer. And this person in the white mask leads you towards there, and in the there's two staircases that go up around the sides of this kind of cylindrical room, and there's a landing at the top. But directly in front of you on this level is what looks to be a stone altar with a very pale, almost gray-skinned, completely bald gray elf that is standing there. We'll get back to that on their turn. Pilkins, a hand tried to jump out of a wall and hit you.
Yeah. So, Pilkins shrieked. He dropped the good berry. And then Pilkins turns around, like leans down a little further. You see fire erupt on the bottom of his feet. And he books it even faster as he casts a Chardalyn Stride on himself.
Oh, I love that spell. That's so cool.
Brings his speed up to 55 base, 55 default. And it's a bonus action, so I'll take my normal action to dash. So it's going to be
110 feet.
Yeah, and you just see this trail of fire.
He's going
behind him
around at the speed.
That's That's awesome.
Because of your outfit, there's just this blue and red blur that just takes off down this thing. And you know what? I'll even say like there some of the vines just kind of explode nearby and kind of burst into flame as you just
Yeah, when I move within 5 feet of a creature or an object that isn't being worn or carried, it takes 1d6 fire damage from my trail of heat.
I love that. A couple of times hands reach out of these vines to try and get you. They cannot keep up with you and just slam down into the fire trail you leave and just ignite in flame.
Excellent. So as I'm like running, just like a chicken with its head cut off, going through the various tunnels, like, do I happen across anybody?
Nope. You.
Oh God.
In fact, you're a little worried now. You haven't hit a turn.
Oh
You've
my
just been
goodness.
going straight.
Like
you maybe there's like a little bit of a bend in it, but you haven't gone left or right yet.
I'll try keep going this way for a little bit longer. We'll see how it goes.
Okay. Orkira, you're getting
Ah!
Yeah.
So this shadow dragon is flying after you as you are speeding your way towards the Fortress of Memories. And it is going to it does catch up with you.
Rat.
And it is going to use its breath weapon on you in the air. So I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
This is very familiar to Orkira, unfortunately. Also, that's a 7.
Ooh, okay.
Mhm.
So this dragon kind of catches up to you and flies underneath, flips around, and just breathes this shadow energy at you. And you are going to take 40 points of necrotic damage.
Oh.
That could have been a lot worse. Ow!
You're like, you're not nice.
Well, that was never in question. I just don't know why you're attacking me.
Okay.
All in Draconic, all just like incredulous at this thing. What'd I
Um,
do to you?
For Alicia and Pilkins, your two enemies, Pilkins just continues to try and hit him and just keeps catching on fire. And the gelatinous cubes, you can kind of see now at your vantage point how far they do go. They were a good 40 feet deep. And they are just slowly moving towards each other. And you think eventually, like, you're kind of sitting here like, okay, is this like the world's slowest car wreck, or are they just stopping? Is this like a lasagna situation? What happens when they touch? Like, are they one gelatinous cube now? Are they two gelatinous cubes? Like, a lot of questions are going through your head. Also, I hope chat now is discussing what happens with a lasagna if you put a lasagna on a lasagna. Is it one lasagna or two lasagna?
Whoa.
Discuss.
I mean, I'm still stuck on the gelatinous cube. I really want to know what happens to these two. I'm kind of invested.
Yeah.
Do they become one?
United at
Jello
last.
doesn't.
When a
Who knows?
gelatinous cube and a gelatinous cube really love each other, and they find each other in the middle of a labyrinth.
They become one gelatinous cube.
Oh, God, Lord. So in the Fortress of Memories, Uthal, you see sitting on that altar next to the I think you've dealt with them, and I think you dealt with them at some point. You know that this elf is called a Shatterkai. They are the elves that exist in the Shadowfell and serve a deity that you can't quite place right now. And
Probably
on
didn't
this-
remember anyway.
on the stone altar is Ozic,
Oh,
fully formed. And
oh, you fixed my sword.
And
Nice.
yeah, as you're kind of like, hey,
Whoa.
the person in the mask is actually ascending the stairs and going to the landing above, and they just kind of stand there and look down at the two of you. And the Shatterkai, who I believe I gave a name to, yes, the Shatterkai says, "Greetings, My name is Heistha. I serve my master, the Raven Queen, and she gestures up towards the woman on the landing.
The one that's leading me?
Yes.
Oh. I apologize for
Yeah, it starts to click though. Also, when she says Raven Queen, that you do have this memory of hearing of this deity who is essentially the god of death and souls.
Uh-oh. Wow. So that's not going to be good. I kind of killed Death. Sorry about killing Death earlier. I didn't know it was, completely forgot it was one of yours.
Heistha says, it wasn't that you killed it. It's that you stole from her. And now you owe her something for that.
Did I steal from her?
The souls
Because he attacked me,
the souls
and
that-
I just fought.
The souls that were in that avatar of death were destined for her to usher on to the beyond. They are gone now because of your actions, and so you must do something for her to make it up.
All right, you want my soul, or?
Oh, she already has claimed that.
Well, no, she hasn't. It's mine again. Like I've been giving it back. If you wanna put in a claims service, there's a certain demon that we had a contract
what I mean by that
with.
is, if your soul were to ever leave your body, she would know and seek it out.
Oh. So if I gave it to someone else, she would have to go talk to them.
I don't think you're quite catching what I'm saying. Your soul belongs to her now.
Oh,
Until
that's
you
debatable.
do something for her. And we're aware of what you were doing before with this weapon, and so she thought it would be some fun to have you do it again, but in a different manner. Killing creatures with this weapon will not help your debt to her. Instead, you must find objects that have deep and trusted memories with, or someone who has a quite powerful and distinct memory that she might want. And you will use the sword on a willing creature or item to touch it and claim that memory for her. And whoever that memory belonged to before will lose it. You must collect 50 memories for her for your soul to be yours again.
Okay. So how do I convince someone to not want a memory that they
That
have?
is up to you.
Oh.
And it can only be from one person at a time.
Wait, so I can't collect all 50 of them? I have to...
No. You,
Oh.
essentially what she's saying is, once, like, let's say that someone had a memory that they decided to give to you, so you do, and they're like, "Hey, I actually have another memory too. If you want it," you can't do that one.
Oh.
Only one memory from a person.
Oh, I'm going to frequent the bars. That's going to be easy. Easy money.
I will warn you, she may grow bored of the memories that you're claiming, and she might do something about that. So try and find the most interesting memories you can.
Okay, so what do I get from this?
Your
Like, I
soul
know
back.
I get my soul, but I don't really... It doesn't mean much to me. I want a little bit more.
If you die right now, that's it. No one can bring you back. No spell or anything.
That doesn't really sound like much of a concern.
So
My soul's been taken before, so
let me get this
that's
straight.
pretty
You are
much
trying
been
to
the case.
haggle with
I
the
am
Raven
negotiating. I am negotiating with the Raven Queen. I want a little bit more. I've already done this this collecting of, souls, aka memories type thing. I want something good. Let's sweeten this pot and I'll get the good memories. Is that what she wants me to be an avatar of memories? I'll get them. But I want something good too.
Uthal is a singular being in the universe who you can't hold his soul over him. He's just like,
Yeah.
What, you got some chocolates or something? No.
Yeah, because as soon as I
What's in
get
your
it
pocket?
back, As soon as I get it back, I'm giving it up again. It doesn't matter.
Okay. High or low?
I'm gonna say high this time.
Okay. What would you be? Would Uthal suggest something that he wants out of this?
Yes, but I can't figure out what it would be.
A brand new card.
Yeah. Unless she wants to suggest something that's kind of neat.
I mean, help saving the multiverse would be nice.
Right? Answers.
Well,
Answers.
That is
You know.
1,000% not going to pop into Uthal's head. Like, let's be
No,
real.
I
he's
know.
just thinking.
Why I felt comfortable saying it is because I'm not really offering a valid suggestion.
Okay. How about I got this. So
I got this.
Uh-oh.
the Raven Queen, her head turns and looks towards Heistha. And the Shatterkai looks up at her deity and then nods and says, if your soul is not of your concern, and you seem to have fun with your last charge for it, if you do this, you will have claim of your soul again, and you will have a audience with the Raven Queen to discuss possibly collecting more souls for her.
Okay. And then?
And then some power and fortune may come to you for it.
Oh, well, that's what I'm talking about. I will collect as many souls as you need. I will be your soul collector. Or I mean memories. Sorry, memories. Anything you need, I will be your seller. As long as I get what I want to.
Oh, there is one other thing. When we reformed your sword here, Ozic, he seemed very pleased that he was back in existence. Just as a heads up, seemed a little different.
Oh, well, yeah, he's my best friend. Of course he's pleased to be back. He's coming back to me.
And then and she gestures towards the sword. Then if you agree to these terms, you may take Ozic.
Perfect. I'm gonna pull out the pommel out of my shirt, like the last piece of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pommel was missing, and you just kind of put that last piece on.
Just pink.
Also, when you
Alright.
do this, you feel this kind of burning on your chest, and you kind of look under your armor, and this tattoo has appeared on your chest in the form of the head of a raven.
Ah, neat. My first marking. About time. So that's how they get them. Just make deals with gods.
And when you pick up Ozic, you hear its voice go, "Master, it is so good to see you again. I thought I was gone forever."
All right, buddy.
Let us get as many memories as we need. We will claim them all for the Raven Queen.
Cool. Yeah, I'm up for it. Let's we could simmer down on the excitement there.
Also, I've decided that I want to know more about the world itself. Tell me everything about you.
What happened? Like we were kind of
At that moment, all of you wake up in your beds in the Mrs. Fox's house.
First off, I love that it is the Raven Queen who is possibly the most emo of all of the gods, who is the one that makes Ozic no longer be emo.
Yeah, he has real huge employee of the month energy now. And, like, I love it.
I'm kind of here for it. Also, Orkira was in the process of casting Sending as she's trying to flee the dragon to the Raven Queen, being like, I don't know why I'm here. Do you really want me to kill this thing? And then wakes up.
Yeah, you wake up saying the Sending out loud. So yeah. And Uthal, you wake up and Ozic is in your hand.
Ah, yes. Perfect, it's back. So it did happen. I'm like looking at the sword, like, yeah, all right. You ready to grab some memories, buddy?
I am extremely enthusiastic about claiming memories.
All right. Calm down. So what do you think about like stabbing people and asking for the memories so we stop stabbing them? Is that like a thing?
That is definitely a strategy we could try to employ.
All right, Ozzik, I'm really into this. Let's go.
Ozzy's turned into a real yes man.
Yeah.
He's a hype man for me, and I love it.
Yeah, that's actually kind of amazing. Pilkins, you hear a frantic knocking on your door. Pilkins.
You hear like feet running. You hear like
he was
something
still running as he woke up.
Yeah. You hear like somebody like something like slamming into like a wall or like a cupboard or something, and then like a little yelp, and then the door opens, and like Pilkins like is still in a panic for whatever reason, still has his sleep mask on, and he's got like a face mask made of like goodberry pulp.
You
And
also
his
see
little,
there's
like,
another bed in this room that Long Look sits up from, and he also has the mask on.
It's important to properly treat your skin.
Out of curiosity, what color are good berries for you?
Like a light green, like
Okay,
a mint
all right.
green.
Then Orkira won't think that you're suddenly injured. She'll be like, are you okay? And if you take the sleep mask off, you'll see that she looks haggard.
Yeah, he like lifts it up and looks at you. He's like, "Oh, Kira, I had the worst dream just now."
Yeah. The Raven Queen wanted to say hi. I don't know why I got attacked by a dragon, but you're okay.
I suppose I was attacked by plant hands and some sort of giant plant monstrosity, but I just kept running and running and running.
Good option. She'll look over at Long Look. And are you okay?
Long Look just goes, I've experienced sleep. Whoa!
Was it? Somehow I feel really bad that your first sleep was that. Are you okay though, physically? I can't help the mental part.
Yes.
Okay. And she's gonna immediately run off, go to Elysia's door, knock, Elysia, knock, like knocking with both hands. Bang.
She maintained a bit of the puppetry movement.
Alicia seems like she's just been woken up and probably, sort of like restless dreams, but she seems like kind of normal. So when she opens the door, she's like, what's happened? Is there some kind of emergency?
Are you okay?
Yes. I was sleeping.
Yeah, did you dream about the Raven Queen and walls and being attacked by a dragon?
No. I mean, I was dreaming, but it was one of those like dreams because it was my mom's like childhood pet. She had this little like gelatinous cube that lived in our basement, and like it was really, really big. So I thought that was just like a normal nightmare. But there were walls. It was
okay, but you're okay.
Yes.
Okay, good. I'll be right back. And she'll run down to Uthal's door. Bang. Uthal, are you okay?
Orkira! I
Hi.
open the door. Look what I got! And I pull it off.
Shows a freaking sword out the doorway.
Careful with that. Ozzik.
Is the tattoo visible?
Yeah, no, like the top, like you notice that there's the top of a tattoo on Uthal's chest. You don't remember being there before.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I had a real weird night. Went to a party, woke up in the court of like the Raven Queen or something like that. She gave me a sick tat. Check this out.
So yeah, he pulls down like his nightshirt or whatever, and there's this head of a raven with this streak from its eye going across the head of it. And yeah, you instantly recognize that as the symbol of the Raven Queen.
Okay. But you're other than that, which you're gonna want to cover that up and so it doesn't get infected. That you're okay.
Oh yeah, no, she just had me like walk right up to her castle thing. It was pretty neat. I had a good time. It was a nice little leisurely stroll.
Okay.
Why? What's going on?
We were all there, just not together. And okay, so you have Ozzy again?
Oh yeah, she gave it back. Sure.
When he holds up Ozic, it starts to smoke a little bit, and you hear, "Yes, I am back in the employment of my master, and we will find 50 memories for the Raven Queen."
Orkira looks very concerned for a moment, and then she hears memories, and then her countenance shifts to more of a, oh, okay, all right. Interesting. Okay, that's better than souls, I guess. All
Yeah,
right.
we're not in the souls game anymore. We're in the memories game. That's where all the good profits come from. So I'm gonna take a lot of memories. So if you have any that you don't need, bring them over here for me and Oxic. Also, we need to work on his enthusiasm about a lot of this stuff because it's gonna be a little bit much.
Maybe time will calm him down. I mean, coming back from the dead is usually kind of exciting, even if you're a sword.
Yeah.
Okay. No, don't take any of my memories. I've already have an arrangement with the Raven Queen. All right, I'm gonna go lay down because dragons. And she'll go wander back to her room.
Dragons. Oh. Well.
Yeah, you had a lot more fun than I did.
So,
Man, some party.
you all can get the rest of your long rest. Any spells or hit points you lost or anything gone. So you can be refreshed the next day.
Okay, that's good because ow. That was more than half my hit points. I was literally looking at my spells like, okay, I could do that. I could do that.
I'll be honest, when I was coming up with these, I came up with them in the order of Alicia, Pilkins, and Orkira. And I went, these are not the same power levels. But once again, I don't look at CR levels, man. I just make cool stuff.
As the
Make
Raven
up
Queen,
stuff.
she has a lot of good things, but fair is not one of them, so that's fine.
I did mean to ask, and this might be moot now, but like, when you took the necrotic damage and you came to the door, like, did Pilkins actually see damage?
No. All of
Okay.
it was undone.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, I figured it was still there, so that's why I'm like, she probably still looks haggard, but like whack a sleep
Mentally
haggard.
Very
Mhm.
haggard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or here just pulls out the therapy card and go, I'm gonna go see you again.
Yeah.
Mrs. Fox, can we make a stop at the Radiant Citadel?
After we save the multiverse. Yeah.
You get in line behind another Mrs. Fox.
Oh, you're here too. That's great. I know this great tea place that we can go to afterwards.
So the next day comes, and I should probably note, there is like a day-night cycle within Mrs. Fox's house, even though you're in space. So like, there is like light coming through the windows, even though there's space on the other side, like it's daytime. So like when you were going around and knocking on people's doors, it looked like it was nighttime, with maybe like the moon outside. So daytime rolls around in Mrs. Fox's house, and she greets you all in the morning. Has made well, she hasn't made, the house made a bunch of breakfast for you all, and she says we should be to the hotel momentarily. Is there anything anyone wants to do before we get there?
What's
Mrs. Fox, do you have any memories you don't want anymore that are
She
good?
looks at you and goes, "Oh no, what did you do? You were sleeping. How? What? You?" And she like looks at your like at your chest, like as if she's like kind of looking at your soul, and she goes, "Oh, no, that checks out."
Soul's gone again.
Yep.
Guess I got to get it back, but
Yep. It was
But
so
now I get
close,
extra stuff.
So close.
Yeah.
No.
I don't. One day I'll be able to give up my soul on my own free will.
Yeah.
But today's not the day, so I'm
Silver lining, the Raven Queen is a way better person to be talking to than any of the demons, devils, fiends, things.
soul's a soul.
So is anyone getting anything prepped or changing up anything, or?
I mean, feeding the cat. Can't forget about
Very
Anastasia. So.
Yes. Yeah, Anastasia has definitely made Mrs. Fox's house home. Like she is just walking around that place tail up like she owns the place.
I'll take care of Wit in the morning as well, and then I guess. Okay, 2 questions. One, what's our plan when we get there?
When we get to the hotel,
Yeah.
so I'm probably going to do the majority of the talking, but do feel free to jump in whenever. To give you a little bit of context, this is the because I know not all of you have been there. It's the hotel at the edge of the multiverse. It is a multiversal building that exists kind of in all dimensions, but there's only one of them. A little bit like Sigil. And my husband is the manager. We have an it's complicated sort of relationship. And my goal is to go for us to go and speak with him and find a way into the center of the multiverse through the hotel. So, yay.
Okay, and then my other question is much more existential. Do we know what the being is that's supposed to be eating the entire multiverse? Do we have any idea? Name, description, smell, taste, touch, anything?
Not that I've been able to find. This, the sort of unknowable being sort of thing.
Okay.
But it's that screaming mouth again.
But there's always screaming. It's always screaming. Pilkins, do you have that prophecy that talked about the thing?
I do.
Can I get a copy of that?
Absolutely. And then he's going to hand her a copy of it, aka look in the Zoom chat in a second.
I actually have it. This is more role playing. The
Oh,
in the
got
center it slumbers, hunger overgrowing, blah blah blah. Okay. All right. I can't think of anything else to do, so I guess does anybody need anything before we go?
No. Need a memory if anybody wants to give me one. I'm still looking for some. I don't know how this works.
Every so often, memory.
Oh,
Memory?
you're collecting
haven't-
memories.
I am
like
collecting
my
memories.
Excellent. I have a long list of terrible memories I would love to get rid of from my lifetime.
Sure, come on, let's go.
So Pilkins just starts like prattling off like memories, like first time in 5th grade, first day of class, a kid threw mud on my outfit and I wept in front of the entire class. It scarred me to this very day. I can't trust the eyes of children. It makes me really nervous every time I'm in front of them, and I can't go see my friends with their little children because it just really gives me a lot of anxiety. And he's like prattling on and on about, like memories like that from the past. And he's like, yes, I mean, when can we begin? You could have that one first, and then we can move on to 6th grade.
All right, well, that was a lot. Toxic, did you any of that work for you?
Ozic says, I guess he would have to tell you exactly what to do. He's just like, all you have to do is simply touch me to him, and he says the memory, and I will absorb it.
Oh, so we forgot so he has to say it again.
Yes.
All right.
You must relive it.
Do I just like tap you on him, or do I have to like kind of lightly stab?
Tapping is fine. Stabbing is an alternative.
Do that for the other ones. So I'm gonna lay it on you like I'm knighting you. I'm like, tell me your deepest memories.
Okay.
From the memory harbinger. I'm gonna figure out.
You can just take them all.
Yeah. Tell me all, and I'll take them out of your mind, and they'll be gone forever.
Wait, can't you only take one of them?
It's Uthal. It's Uthal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, right. Okay.
I'm flourishing my arms like I'm like, and I'll take all your memories that you don't desire.
So do you go through the same memory you just talked about?
Yep.
Okay, so you do that, and there's this kind of whooshing sound in your ears, like wind going by really quick, and then I'm
gonna put my hand on his forehead and be like, memory be gone.
You do not remember the last 5 sentences you said. You were like, oh yeah, I just gave you that what was it? and like
don't.
you're really searching. Like you no longer have any idea in your head of like what time of your life that memory happened or what the situation was or anything. It is just this blank spot in your memory.
Suddenly, I feel slightly more at ease. Do it again. I'm ready.
So
Sure.
you start saying
Memory be gone.
you start saying another memory, and Ozzy goes, "Memory has been full for this creature. No more memories from them can be used."
Oh, I like pull it off. Like, I guess you probably should have picked a better memory because
Cookies like,
Like-
well, I
Well-
just shared that really scarring memory for no reason.
And then
I relived it.
Ozzy says, "Master Uthal, I have a message from the Shadowfell."
oh yeah, sure. I'm gonna hold the sword up.
Do we all hear this?
Yes, you all hear this.
Oh my god.
The message is from Heistha, and she says, "Wow, what a shitty first memory. Don't
You
keep
might not
up the
wanna-
terrible work."
Oh. Oh well, he can still hear you. I'm just looking at Pelicans like it was really bad.
I mean, if I thought you could take all of them. If I had known I could only get one, I would have chosen the best one.
Well, wait. There's
I get a
saving this.
do-over?
There's saving this. Pilkins. How do you feel about kids?
They're all right. Why? Should I have a
See?
reason to be worried about
He's
them?
been cured. We've cured him.
Hey!
Look at how much good that did. It may seem like, I mean, to use your very judgmental person's sword sending to it may seem shitty, but like look at how much of an effect it had on him.
So I'm helping.
If you take the right memories, yes.
You could have helped more. You could have helped me better. If only you had gotten a contract for this and I could have read and learned all the fine print, then I could have gotten rid of the most scarring memories that I had.
Oh, you mean this contract? Yeah, I kind of just glimpsed it. Didn't really seem that important, and I just put it
How
back.
dare
in.
you hold a contract with me?
unspools it from the hilt of Ozek.
Like, yeah, it's right here.
That's amazing.
I didn't know you wanted to read this.
It is Pilkins. I mean, you should have expected that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if you want to read it now, go for it. Let me know what you find out, because I skimmed it. I just signed the bottom, and
Pilkins looks like sad or angry for just a moment, and he's like staring at him, and he's like, "Fine," and then he takes the contract and like sullenly like stomps away. And then
Mrs. Fox stands there and says, "Well, glad you all had an interesting night, it seems, but we have a bit of multiverse to save." And the house kind of comes to a stop. It's moving slowly, and she opens the front door, and she says, "There, the hotel." And anyone that looks out sees this massive building out in space. And it's actually seems to be like sticking out of a small nebula that is kind of ringing the back part of it. It is gray, kind of nondescript, save for thousands of little twinkling windows that cover the sides that you can see of it. And distinctly at the front bottom middle of it is a large window that Mrs. Fox gestures towards and says that is the main entrance, which we'll be using to go there instead of any of the numerous other back doors that I have into there that my husband would probably be very upset with me if I just used willy-nilly. Yeah, everybody ready?
Do it.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
go.
Okay, well, here we go. And that's where we're going to take a quick little break. So yeah, we're going to take 10 minutes, stand up, refresh yourself, and we'll be back in a little bit to see what happens in the hotel at the edge of the multiverse. So until then, stick around. Bye.
Pick up your gear and open your chests. Throw on your armor and head out on a quest. Hey, it's a brand new day. On the Sword Coast, your allies will help with blades and bows.
Welcome back.
Hey, Trevor.
Hello. As we normally do here, when we come back from a break, we have a little bit of housekeeping. Yang Yang, all yours.
Hello. Once again, I'm here to tell you about the Phoenix Dice giveaway for the week. Type in ! ticket into the chat for your chance to win a set of dice of your choice from phoenixdice.com. Their dice are not only beautiful, but they are made from eco-friendly materials. So, if you win, you will get to choose one set of dice of your choice from any of the sets listed on their website. Anybody in the world may enter, especially if your name is Rhonda, and we do not discriminate against you if you are a cat. So please type in ! ticket into the chat, and good luck.
I'm going to put it in for Rhonda. That's where I'm coming in now.
Let it be known, Dungeon Scrollers is not against cats.
Rhiannon would make sure of that.
My door's open right now, actually, but they're sleeping, so they're not gonna crash the party, I don't think.
They sleeping. Okay, so the Mrs. Fox's house kind of just floats up to the entrance of the hotel at the edge of the multiverse, and the front door you can see is now up against these giant glass doors, and through them you see this very stylized foyer. It is made of black and white marbled stone that is the floor, these columns that are going up, and the columns kind of lead you forward towards this black counter space at the front that has a very silver person standing behind it. I believe, Uthal and Orkira, you all have been here before. You notice that this time it very distinctly doesn't look like a purple worm cave. So there's no sand or anything. It's pristine this time.
Good, because I don't have polymorph, so I'm not going to be able to turn it into a horse. So that's good.
And Mrs. Fox opens the glass door inward and takes this step. There is a gap between her front door and the hotel door, and just steps over space and time and enters the hotel at the edge of the multiverse. Everybody follow?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna look over this gap and be like, ooh.
Yeah.
Descends into stars and swirling galaxies.
Pilkins, mind the gap.
Yeah, Nicky Pilkins eats a good berry as he looks into the gap, and then he's going to help Long Look over it as well. And I think he's armored up Long Look in plate mail from head to toe with a shield. And he's treating him as if it's his first day at school. So he's also got a little pack with some snacks and stuff hanging off his shoulder.
Pilkins has a little wind up camera. He's like, all right, Spout, let's
yeah, let's go.
First adventure, yay!
You'll be okay. Watch your first step.
And you all walk through this foyer. You can see that on the other side of the columns, past where the front desk is, there's two stairways going up. Orkira, you remember fighting some lovely creatures as you were going up those stairs before. And there are double sets of doors on the left and right wall. There's about 3 on each side. And you, Mrs. Fox walks straight up to the front desk, and there is this mechanical person behind it. They have no facial features, kind of this oval head of silver, but they do have a what seems to be kind of like a suit on over their metallic body, but it too is also this metallic looking silver that just kind of moves like clothing. And when Mrs. Fox gets up to it, the staff says, "Greetings, welcome to the hotel at the edge of the multiverse. How may I help you today?" And Mrs. Fox says, "I would like to speak to Mr. Fox, the manager." And the staff stands there for a moment and says, "Certainly, Mr. Fox will be with you shortly." And the staff gestures to the left towards the furthest set of double doors, the ones kind of like equal with you. It says, "He requests that you wait in the bar while he makes his way here."
Oh, Fine Spirits is finally open. Yes, I've been waiting for this. I didn't know they opened it yet. Awesome.
So Uthal just goes running over to the double doors and opens them, and you're actually very disappointed with what you find. It is very much a hotel lounge. It does not have the theming of a Fine Spirits. It's a lot of like rich mahoganies and crown molding, red carpet floor, leather seats kind of spread out around with small tables with little candles, kind of dim lighting in here. On the left wall, you open the doors and there's a wall going along the side. Along that wall is the bar itself, and there is a tiefling standing behind the bar with just a massive array of bottles on the back shelves. Some that don't quite look like they're bottles, but apparently they have alcohol in them. Also within this room are a bunch of weird looking aliens, species you all have never seen before, just kind of chilling, hanging out, meandering. In the far corner there is a little dais, and there is a little band going, all also aliens. Like one of them's just got like a bunch of tentacles that are playing the drums with the beat, and there is this person standing at the mic, this purple person that just comes up, and their whole head is just one giant mouth with these big lips that are singing.
And there's
What kind of
no
music is it?
stuffed mind flayers
It is
anywhere.
very generic hotel lounge music. Like it is just like a soft cover of a good song.
Is it like Richard Cheese music?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh goodness, I love this place.
Billy Crystal is up there singing.
Yeah.
And yeah, what do y'all do when you get into this bar?
So there's no stuffed mind flayer anywhere.
There's no stuffed mind flayer. There's no cobwebs. There's no door marked escape room. There's nothing that gives this off to be a Fine Spirits.
Uthal's pissed.
And Mrs. Fox walks up next to you, puts a hand on her shoulder. "If it helps, this bar has actually existed for several millennia, so it was kind of already here."
No, it doesn't help. I was made promises that would be turning this bar into a Fine Spirits. It's not even a sign up or anything. How am I supposed to get my branding going if he's not gonna take his part of the deal? Where's Mr. Fox? I need to talk to him first. This is more important than our previously more important issues.
And she just stares at you and goes, "Why don't you just go get a glass of Wild Willie's whiskey?"
Fine, but when he shows up, I'm talking to him.
Anyone else doing
Pilkins wants to step up to Alicia, and then he's going to like just sidle up to her shoulder and then go like, "Alicia, is it only me, or is this place all right? What is the deal here? I expected something much more adventurous."
Me too. Maybe they need to hire a manager?
Oh, it seems like Uthal's really aiming for that position.
But
mean,
it
if you
does
want-
seem to suit you better, Pilkins.
I'll see how I feel about that at the end of this trek through the hotel.
Actually, that's probably smart. The last place you're going to try to get a job, like we see what happened with that. So
Exactly. I don't want to get my hopes up and have my dreams crushed again.
I think there's still hope for the library. I mean, once again, you're saving the multiverse, you saved the library, you saved a lot of people there. I think your CV is going to be filled with lots of good things.
I like that. But you know, my last dream job, there was a murder that occurred there. So I'm just waiting for the shoe to drop here, Akira. Like, what is it about this place that makes it so... You mentioned like a purple worm, and like you guys talked about a void dragon before. Like, this wasn't what I was expecting after all those stories. It seems so normal.
Have you ever heard of the term calm before the storm?
Oh, I was afraid of that.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like we are standing on top of a big storm. So, you might want to get a drink before we gotta go not be in the calm of it anymore.
Long look. Can you get drunk?
Well, okay, wait. I wouldn't suggest
know.
drunk.
Okay. Long look. Do you imbibe alcohol? Do you enjoy it?
Just kind of long looks into the ceiling for a little bit. I don't know.
Well, let's find out. And then he takes him to the bar next to Uthal, and
Yeah, so when you all get up there,
boys!
Mrs. Fox is also at the bar, and the tiefling bartender has put out a wine glass for Mrs. Fox and has taken down off the shelf this magnificent bottle made what seems to be out of crystal. Like there's still kind of rough edges to it in parts, and where light hits this bottle, it reflects in this iridescent rainbowish way. And he pours it out into the glass, and it pours like a rainbow. And then as it hits the glass, it changes into red wine that fills the cup. And she goes, "Thank you so much." And she takes a sip of it.
Does she scream?
No.
Okay.
I'm imagining Uthal's ordering this whiskey, and they look in the back of the wall and then look down on the floor level, and they like go down and like take it out of a box, and they just put it, it's all dusty, and they're just like, "Here you go.
Here's 2 bottles of Wild Whittles whiskey.
Here's 2 bottles. That'll be 1 gold."
Oh no, it's all
Alicia is-
complimentary in here. No gold.
Oh. Ooh, perfect.
Because
I open
Alicia
it
was
up.
like, "Can I afford the rainbows?" She's like, "I want the
Yeah.
rainbows."
Mrs. Fox says, "I will warn you, it is a bit much if you're not divine." Sounds weird because I'm not divine, but like it is kind of like a higher level sort of thing. Just a warning.
I'll
This
just have a
gets
little
Uthal's
sip.
attention.
Okay, so like she's like,
Yeah.
okay, and you try a little sip, and your vision suddenly telescopes, and it feels like your mind is on a conveyor belt going out the front of your head, going up over and then back into your head, as you just see colors and spectrums that you've never seen before. And to all of you out there, she's screaming for 30 seconds straight.
Oh my god.
And then boom, you're back.
All of us are just staring at her.
Also, it tasted like cotton candy.
Oh.
One sip is enough.
Yeah,
you
I
know,
think we have an
Uthal-
entire bottle of that.
And you know, Uthal can take memories now. Let's just.
Oh yeah. You want me to take that from you?
While you think about that, Uthal, this might actually be a really good place to offer that service. I'm sure there's a lot of beings here who probably
right.
have a memory they'd be more than happy to get rid of.
Oh, that's yes, that's a good idea. Oh my god, how did I not think of this? And I just like take a chug of this like whiskey from this dusty bottle, and I jump on the bar and I'm like, "All right, gather around, boys. Who has a memory that they want to get rid of? Because I am the disciple of memories, and I'll take it from you for 100 gold. I'll take the worst memory from your mind,
Charging!
and
He's
it'll be
charging!
gone forever. Gather around. Tell
At
me
least
the
he's
worst of
not
the worst."
stabbing.
Yeah, true. This is like a new therapy service. Maybe we should make it a card.
Uthal, you hear Ozzik say, "Uthal, this is an incredible business opportunity. I had not even considered that. Your mind is superior to all in this room."
Oxley, I appreciate everything about you right now. Let's do this. Who wants to get their memories taken? We're taking all of them. Anything, the worse, the better, I say. Actually, I'll give you a 25% discount if it's truly excruciating.
So like the music has stopped. Everyone has stopped and are looking at you. And Mrs. Fox is standing next to you with her glass, just staring at you, and just goes, "Oh god." And then a force field drops down around Mrs. Fox, and 2 staff members just kind of pass through the floor and raise up next to her with these like ray gun like weapons pointed towards her.
Oh,
Hey.
And the two doors of the bar kick open, and a man comes walking in who I've always described as looking as late 70s Richard Pryor in a suit. And he says, "You thought you could just walk in here like you were completely fine and normal and not trying to destroy everything, even though you brought a bunch of friends. What is wrong with it? How did you think this was going to work?" And he's just yelling at Mrs. Fox.
You know, we thought we were coming here to talk to you, not have force fields and ray guns and all of this happen.
Oh, well, so you're in on this. So she didn't just trick you. You know, you're here to do whatever evil thing she has cooked up in her head.
You're making a lot of assumptions right now that I feel are very hurtful,
this is
considering
an evil Mrs. Fox.
How do you know?
What?
I know because I already know where the good Mrs. Fox is.
All right, where is she?
what if that one's the evil one that convinced you she was the good one?
And Mrs. Fox is standing in the force field, just kind of swirling her wine, just staring at her husband, just daggers.
Yeah.
And she goes, "Yeah, how do you know that it was me?" And he goes, "Because she gave me her special branded cookies." And Mrs. Fox stops swirling the wine and goes, "That bitch."
So, okay, wait. Before we get into cookies, although I kind of want one now. The reason we're here is because we're trying to stop universes from being destroyed, and we were told that the thing that's destroying the universes is here under the hotel, because that's the center of the universe. Does any of that sound familiar?
Pilkins, do you have the prophecy?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. And then I unfurl it for them to read. And on the side, I whisper to Orkira, "But if that's evil Mrs. Fox, she's the one that sent us for this prophecy and to come to this place. What have we been doing? Have we been doing bad?"
Okay. Well, first off, we don't know this is the evil Mrs. Fox. Second, we found the prophecy. And third, Long Look found the center of the universe. So if she's evil, then there's other things going on.
So another staff member passes through the floor next to Pilkins and grabs the prophecy and walks it over to Mr. Fox. I have to start saying Mr. Fox now. That's only going to get slightly confusing.
Mhm.
And he is still staring at Mrs. Fox as the prophecy is brought over, and he takes it and he reads it. "Okay, what is this supposed to do to prove anything?"
I don't know if we're proving anything. We're just telling you why we're here.
She could have been trying to find the center of the multiverse with your help and to bring her here.
Okay. Why?
I don't know. But I already know where my wife is, and this is not my wife.
God, my first adventure, and I'm the villain.
We're only.
What if we show the prophecy to what you think is the good one and see what she thinks?
And Mrs. Fox, so the force field is kind of like she was leaning against the bar, so the force field is like going through part of the bar, and she sets her wine glass down on it, and she looks deep into his eyes and says, "Your name is Isaac Fox. You are from Earth. You left there in 1984, and you haven't been back since because you have a weird sense of weird family drama that you don't feel like dealing with now that you're a divine being. Is that enough?" And Mr. Fox stands there and goes, "I think we should talk in the meeting room."
Orkira starts like looking for the therapist cards. Like, I don't know if I have enough cards for all of this. Oh,
Does your
jeez.
therapist do couples therapy?
I
Yeah,
mean, I'm
very
about to find out, I
complicated.
think.
So, Mr. Fox and the staff escort you across the foyer to one of the other double doors across the way. And inside is a very like normal looking meeting room for us, like this long wood table. There's roller chairs along the sides. There's one of those like weird like speaker phone things in the middle, but like it's all like mystical with like a gem in it or something. And Mrs. Fox does follow. The force field moves with her, as do the staff with the ray guns. And you all go into this room, and Mr. Fox says, "Please sit."
Or here, look
as-
for a chair that doesn't have a back.
As we're walking, with them, Pilkins wants to lean over to Long Look and just whisper, "Don't take notes on what marriage is like from them."
Long Look goes, "Noted? Wait, no. I shouldn't take a note about it if I'm not supposed to note things about this, so I'm gonna have to think about this." So Orkiro pulls over like a stool that's off to the side and just kind of sits down, which hilariously, it's a little bit of a lower stool, so as you sit down, you're kind of like head height with like non-super tall people.
I guess this works. All right.
And Mr. Fox stands at the end of the table and he says, "I don't want to hear from her on this. The four of you, what is going on to your knowledge?"
I'll tell you what's going on. There's a bar in there that's not a fine spirits as it was promised per my last adventure. What is going on? We'll talk about that first.
Uthal, what if I told you that instead of opening a bar here, I opened a bar in a extra dimensional space that has a bunch of other bars that people can frequent throughout wild space?
That would be great, but I haven't seen any money from that. So you could say all you want,
Do you
Mr.
think you would have
Fox, but I
seen
was...
money? This isn't part of the thing. Why are you all here?
Death energy, destruction of multiverses. Wit's soul is now gone, and we gotta go find it. Everything is being destroyed. Prophecy, center of the multiverse, thing that's supposed to be eating the multiverse, but is woken up early, and now is probably the reason for the death energy.
So if I'm gathering this from the bullet points that you've given me, you have been traveling around the multiverse trying to find this destroyed universes?
But find out why. Why are they getting destroyed?
Find them before they're destroyed, and then maybe we find out how that tells us why. But we weren't doing so hot at that.
I can corroborate. My universe was destroyed despite their presence.
When you talk, Pilkins, Mr. Fox looks at you. This is the first time he's looked at you, like, properly. And he stops for a second, and his brow furrows for a moment. And then he kind of shakes it off, and he says, "I'm sorry, your universe was destroyed."
Yes. There was a lot of death energy, like they said. It just burrowed through everything. And this thing I knew, all of my stuff was gone.
Mr. Fox thinks for a moment and then turns to a staff and whispers something to it, and it just kind of descends into the floor.
What'd he say?
Oh yeah, Miss Perceptive over there.
Not just that, I have observance, so if I can see his lips,
Oh,
I can
great.
read his lips.
I absolutely love how
Nice.
Arcana is built to that, where it's just like, no, I will hear and I will read everything. I am in the
Mhm.
business.
That's awesome.
Hear everything.
You see Mr. Fox say to it, double check this, do a manual read on universes disappearing. And he says, so the thing that is strange for me in this situation, besides seeing another of my wife here with you all, is we have had no alerts to universes being destroyed. That is something that the hotel would absolutely warn us about.
Well, it's weird that you don't know, because like the Lady of Pain knows about it, and there was a whole cult of people who knew about it. And everybody in Pilkins' universe now knows about it because they don't exist anymore.
Yeah. Or Kara sent a dude to his universe that was destroyed, and that didn't turn out very well. He got
Mm.
checkered up real fast.
Yeah, that was a
Oh,
mistake. That was my fault. Yeah.
Oh, that would be
Yeah.
hitting pure multiverse energy. Not
Yeah.
too good for mortals.
No, it was. I was trying to send him to a good place, and I sent him to a place.
Yeah.
So you sent him to all the places.
Mhm. Or none of them. I'm not sure.
So for you all, your goal is pure. You are here to stop the destruction of other universes throughout the multiverse. And I guess I should ask why. What is the reasoning that each of you have for this?
Because it could be ours. And then, like, how would I feel? And then there's all these other people who feel like that I would feel if it was mine.
Yeah, all my friends are here.
And what about the two of you?
I'm just here to have a good time.
I don't know what answer I expected from Uthal.
Yeah.
Pilkins,
I also
what about
been
you?
collecting all these whiskeys from every universe that's been destroyed.
He says,
I
Pilkins,
just-
what about you? Your universe was destroyed. These three seem to have heroic intentions for saving things. Why are you here?
I just want to find a place that I could live in where I feel like I belong. And they told me that all the multiverses are slightly different, and my multiverse is gone, and I've come to terms with that. And so I'm trying to find a new home for myself.
For the first time since you all have seen him, you see Mr. Fox actually crack a smile for a moment. And he says, okay, the four of you, I do believe, were here with the best of intentions. And then he looks to Mrs. Fox, and he walks over to her, and he kind of snaps his fingers, and the force field goes away, and he looks his wife in the eyes, and he says, is it you, honestly? And she stares back at him and says, I'm the only one that you would ever look in the eyes of. And he nods and says, okay, and walks back over to the head of the table. And as he does, that staff member rises up through the floor again and whispers something. There's no lips on this thing,
Yeah, that one has no
unfortunately.
lips. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Mr. Fox nods and looks back towards all of you and says, then I have made a terrible mistake. And I unfortunately feel that all of this is my fault.
Because the Mrs. Fox that's already here is not a good one.
That is what I seem to believe now. The manual searches throughout the multiverse have revealed holes in it, ones that we were not aware of, which means someone tampered with our way of keeping an eye on that. Also, because I believed the wrong person, I let that Mrs. Fox go to the center of the multiverse.
Well, listen, this is the only fault is the person who is trying to destroy universes or actively destroying universes. If you thought you were doing the right thing, I mean, trust us, we've already been multiple times in the position where we've thought, are we doing the wrong thing? Are we the bad people? So, like, you gotta try to forgive yourself for this. But now that we're here, we should probably try to fix it quickly.
Yes, we should. Okay. I will go with you all. It is at the very bottom of the hotel, and we will go there and see if we can put a stop to this. Oh, yes.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Are there, as somebody who is just meeting you for the first time, are there two evil Mrs. Foxes?
There
'Cause didn't
were
we-
hundreds of evil Mrs. Foxes, and or 100 evil Mrs. Foxes, and Mrs. Fox steps into that and says, "To catch you up, Pilkins, when they were here before, they opened a vault that I had no memory of, and it turns out that was on my call, because inside were 100 Mrs. Foxes from across the multiverse who had all banded together to try and destroy it at one point. And those being released caused bad problems. Fortunately, I was able to get most of them to give up their evil ways with a nice dinner where I had all of them over and everything. Some nice kobolds got a cosmic crock pot for me so I could make all their favorite foods. But one of them didn't show up.
And that one is talking to my therapist. And
no, that from what you told me there, she was there because she had said that she had gone to the dinner and given up her evil ways, but she was still upset with me and you all and trying to just put a little damper on things. This one is a problem. A big problem.
A multiversal size problem, you would say?
Right now, yes.
Yeah.
Guess who released her?
Listen, once again, we thought we were doing the right thing. We can only take so much responsibility when we thought what we were doing was a good thing.
Yeah. Most of the things I do are good things, so I never take any responsibility, and it's great.
This is not the first time that I've been tricked into doing the bad thing, so.
True, I've tricked you a couple times too.
Yeah. And I still bring you back to life, and I don't know why.
Really appreciate that.
Well, now I'm gonna have to talk to the Raven Queen the next time that happens, and you know she's cool but spooky.
Oh yeah, she did mention that if you ever try to bring me back to life, you're probably gonna have to chat with her.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She tried to use it as a threat. Didn't really work out too well.
Pilkins leans over to Longlook. Told you adventures would be troublesome.
And Longlook leans back over and goes, I have no idea what's going on. I'm really confused about everything, if I'm being honest.
There. That makes two of us. We'll get through this together, buddy.
So Mr. Fox stands up, or he was standing the whole time, and he says, if you all will follow me, I will lead you down to the bottom of the hotel.
Yeah, while we're doing that, do you want to maybe give us a lay of the land? Like what's there?
I don't know. It is, it's a portal, and it goes into pure chaos at the center of the multiverse. It's something that the hotel maintains purely because it needs to. But managers, we don't generally adventure outside of the hotel because there always needs to be a manager in the hotel. But in this situation, because this is something that I did, I'm making an exception on that.
Okay, so we can expect chaos.
Yes, expect chaos.
One of Orkira's hands lights up with fire. Anyone want a death ward?
Yeah, I'll take one.
Mortals
I
should
will
probably have that, yes.
Yep. I'm gonna do all the death wards. Well,
Ooh.
wait, how
Are
many?
you also going to do Long Look?
Does he want a death ward?
Long Look looks at Pilkins and goes, do I want a death ward?
Probably, if Orkira could spare it.
I mean, it's an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of resurrection. All right, 1, 2, 3.
Death is something that we face a lot on these adventures.
Yeah.
Sometimes literally.
Yeah. All right,
I killed
Orkira
Death.
will death ward all 5 of us. She will actually even death ward herself because the last time she was like, I'll be fine. And then a lich killed her. So she's gonna, not that the death ward would have helped, but that's her being wise and not smart. So yeah, everybody's death warded. Well, all the 5 of us are death warded. She does not death ward Mrs. Fox or Mr. Fox because she's like, they're gods. They can handle themselves. And just as a
go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, just as a reminder, the first time the target would drop to 0 hit points as a result of taking damage. So there are loopholes in this. The target instead drops to 1 hit point and the spell ends. And that's over the next 8 hours.
Thank you.
So the reason I started laughing there is because something about death got said, and Uthal immediately was just like, "Kill death once," and I
Killed
chuckled
him.
about that because my home game is taking place after this game, and they ran into Mrs. Fox, and she goes, "By the way, Uthal killed an avatar of death, and he's going to be insufferable about it." So I just, yep. Going
Gary,
right with that. Love it.
He killed Gary.
Yeah.
Who am I going to have coffee with, even though he never shows up?
So you follow Mr. Fox through the hotel. You go up one
Ooh,
of
can we
Hmm?
can we make a pit stop at the Screaming Mouth or a small detour?
He says, "Sorry, wrong level for that one. We won't be."
Oh.
there."
Let's save the multiverse, and then we can go on a sightseeing tour.
All right, I have a bunch of good rooms that we can go see.
You're gonna go find that crocodile in the jacuzzi again.
The crocodile in the jacuzzi, the people on the Zoom call.
What about the plane of milkshakes and what was it?
Oh yeah,
Ice cream and milkshake.
Ice cream and
Yes.
milkshake.
that little Robo Goblin got to go there and just be happy.
Robo Goblin.
Robo Goblin.
Yes.
So you go up one of the stairs that are flanking the front desk, and it leads you into a hallway of just nondescript hotel doors that have numbers on them. The description I kind of give is like kind of like the Shining hotel a little bit, that kind of vibe. But you know, without the fear of just two ghost twins popping up anywhere. But you know that because the hotel's fine right now for once.
Oh, the Ghost
Um,
Twins.
And you follow him down. Your footsteps are kind of muffled on the carpet, and he turns down one hall and then another. Is there any conversation going on while y'all are walking? Anything of any questions that are popping up for anyone? Any like Mr. Fox or Mrs. Fox or anything?
Ooh, what's behind that door? What's behind that door? What's in this one?
Eventually, Mr. Fox leans over to his wife and just goes, "You traveled with him for how long?" She just goes,
You
just-
invited me here first.
She goes, "You just tune him out eventually." But yeah, if you have
Just
any
reaching
questions
for the doors.
if you have any questions, let me know as I'm going through this description. So yeah, you're going along there, and then eventually, you turn down one hall, and at the end of it, there isn't a crossing or anything. There are actually two metal doors with a row of lights above it. And when you get close to it, you hear ding, and the doors slide open, and there is a small room inside with just enough room for all of y'all, except for Orkira's wings get a little scrunched. Mr. Fox says, "Okay, everybody, squeeze in, make room. Okay, yep, there we go." And
Orkira's also never been in an elevator before, so when she enters, she continues to face the back wall, which is one of those things that you realize, like, until someone does it, no, that's not how you're supposed to be in an elevator. So she's scrunched like this.
better yet, it's one of those elevators where there's doors on both sides.
So she's facing a side wall.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
facing whatever wall does not have doors.
And everybody scrunches in there, and Mr. Fox puts his hand on a plate on the side, and there's a little buzzing sound, and then he removes his hand, and ding, doors close, and you all feel the sensation of moving down. And
Excuse
there's
me.
also even more basic versions of like popular songs playing in elevator tunes.
I think this pleasant music in motion has made me forget, but what exactly is our plan when we find the evil Mrs. Fox? Are we going to talk to her?
The foxes share a look, and Mr. Fox says, "I think we're just going to have to see when we get there. We don't currently know what she's done or if she is even still there, and there's just something that we need to stop. I don't think there's an
So
easy
we
way to
don't know
come to a
for
plan."
sure that she's the one in the prophecy. The prophecy could be about something else.
Could be. Yes.
She could. Well, didn't we find out that the end of all the multiverses is not supposed to happen yet, and whatever's happening has accelerated that? This is not the time for the thing to happen that is bad. So maybe she kickstarted the bad thing.
That could
Woke
be.
up the thing that's supposed to eat everybody.
That's sounds like that could definitely be something that happened.
So we got to put it to sleep again, not
I'm
destroy
good at
it.
that.
Not
Pilkins
your
is-
kind of sleep, Pilkins.
Actually, Pilkins kind of sleep would be great. I mean, because if we can put it to sleep forever, then we never have to worry about the multiverse being in danger again, right?
I
But what
can
if
put
it's
things to sleep
supposed to
temporarily.
happen? If it's supposed to happen, it needs to happen. Just not now.
I don't know. You know, I've done a
Interesting.
lot of destroying of things in order to, you know, start things over again. It's never a good thing.
This elevator continues on for quite a bit. It's to the point where it's just like, okay, not only do I feel like this elevator ride should be over, I would like to get off now. Like that's the length of time it goes for. And then suddenly it starts to slow its descent, and then finally fully comes to a stop, and bing, and the same doors open up.
Oh,
And you all step out into a very kind of industrial looking area. It's not tight quarters like the hallways were. These are very large hallways made of concrete with piping and wires and stuff going along it. There's some heavy machinery that's possibly, keeping some air conditioning for this infinitely large building. And Mr. Fox says, "All right, we have a little bit of a ways to go. Keep up." And you all follow him through. You do pass different sorts of people. They're wearing uniforms and whatnot. These aren't staff. These aren't mechanical people like you've seen before. These are different races that you know of, but also a lot of races that you don't know of that are walking around. Some of them are in jumpsuits that have this kind of uniform style to it of like gray and blue. They have like some weird badge in a language you don't understand. A couple of them like take notice that Mr. Fox is down here, and a couple of them are like, "Oh, like they're just acting like they were working or something."
Are these like Oompa Loompas?
No,
Like,
no.
what?
These are just
okay.
these are people that are working and stuff. Like there's people moving boxes. There are doors that occasionally you go by, and there are these fairly bright purple doors, and at one point you walk by and you see that there's 4 of these people in uniforms. They open one of the doors, and outside is a expansive desert with bright sunlight coming through, and they all step through and then close the door behind them.
Orkiris is the one person playing Galaga, but does not point them out.
Yeah.
100%. There is someone that is over like on their phone.
Hey, it might be their break time.
They're just like, oh dang, they played Thanos.
Marvel Snap. Nice.
And yeah, you go through this industrial area, changing from hallway to hallway, until you get to the point that you're not seeing people as often anymore. This seems to be an area that isn't really used for a lot. In fact, the heavy machinery becomes less. The piping is only like, 4 to 5 instead of like the huge, thick, like 20 of them going along. And it's quieter here. Yeah.
Pilkins like takes off his hat, like wipes sweat from his brow, and he's like, "This is quite a long way to walk for the center of the universe. Is there like a golf cart or something we could ride there?"
And Mr. Fox goes, "Oh yes, I don't trust them." And
Did you have a bad experience with golfers at some point?
yes.
Oh,
People can help you with that.
Would you like to share that memory with me?
And Mr. Fox turns and looks at you, and Mrs. Fox goes, no, don't worry about it.
and by share he means give.
Yes, I will take it. Sounds like an interesting one that can appease my god.
The Raven
Like,
Queen's gonna-
I love that Uthal went from, ooh, does that thing have a soul, to trauma? Did someone say
Bad
trauma?
memories. Anyone want to get eternal sunshine?
Oh my
Oh.
Wow.
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 Oh. And yeah, eventually you come to a much larger cylindrical room. And there is a walkway that goes around the edge of this room, and you can hear this kind of roiling, like if you hear like a pot that's got water on the boil in a distance, like you're kind of hearing that kind of sound coming from the center of this. And when you get there, you look down into this pit, and there is just this swirling mass of chaos of red and black energy, different shades of it, just kind of leaping up, kind of like like sunspots, how they have that arcing energy that comes up and then back into itself, that sort of thing, just going about in this pit. And Mr. Fox says, "This is the gateway to the center of the multiverse. I wish that there was a more elegant way to do this, but unfortunately there's not. It's just a hop-in sort of situation."
How do we get back out?
That is a great question.
I'm good at asking those. I'm bad at getting answers to them, though.
My abilities will let us get back out. That is another reason why I'm going to go with you, because it is, if you're not a higher power being, a bit difficult to escape from.
So if something happens to you, we're trapped there forever?
No, I think you'll be fine.
Somehow I'm not reassured.
Me neither. Wait, what?
And he says, we've already spent a lot of time traveling here. There's not a lot of time for explanation. I think we should just get going before another universe is destroyed, or, all of them.
Man, this whole time we could have been doing an Aaron Sorkin walk and talk instead of just looking at the guy playing Galaga.
I did say if you had any questions.
So, all the times you've been inside of here, right?
No,
You've never entered this before.
no.
I'm gonna look over at Mrs. Fox. Have you?
She shakes her head. She said, "This is
I
the
feel
first
less
time I've been in this
reassured.
room. I didn't even actually know this was here. Because if I had known this was here, I would have probably known where the center of the multiverse was."
Orkira's gonna lean over and look down at the roiling mass of everything. Go, hello?
Your voice does not echo.
Whoa.
All right. Well, there's only one way to find out. Dibs on going first, and I'm just gonna hop over the rails and jump.
Yeah.
Is there even a railing?
No, there's no railing.
Oh.
This is not up to OSHA.
So I'm just straight up cannonballing into this pool.
You all
Full
hear
chaos.
Uthal, cannonball, and then Oz like, yeah,
Fantastic cannonball, my sir.
my sir. Okay, Uthal.
My disciple. I've decided that's what it
Plunges
is.
in.
The disciple.
And Mr. Fox says, actually, Mr. Fox looks at Mrs. Fox and goes, "I think I'm getting to understand him a little bit more now."
Yeah.
I don't know. He's the one that called me first, so I don't see why he wouldn't know me.
To be fair, that wasn't quite it, but yeah. And, Mr. Fox goes, "Next."
I mean, is this a one at a time thing, or can we all just go?
I mean, we could all just go. Screw it. And he just steps off the side and falls in.
I mean, I guess I should have expected that, and I will step off and let myself fall.
Elisa, you're left there with or actually the Pilkins and Longlook, you're there too. Mrs. Fox looked at you all, and she has this like weird smile on her face. She's just like, "I've kind of always wanted to do this," and she like backs up so that her back's to it, and she just falls backwards.
Just Sora from
You just
Kingdom
hear,
Hearts. It.
Well, Alicia's gonna offer her hand to Pilkins. Do you need to go with somebody, or is Long Look enough?
I think this Thank you. Thank you. He just grips your hand
So
and he
when you
pinches
do
his
that,
nose.
when you do that, Long Look grabs your other hand, and he just goes, "I didn't know what to do with my hands."
I think this is good. This is fine. Thank you.
Right, jumping in.
We all step off together.
So you jump off the side of this walkway and into that roiling chaos of energy. And it's essentially what you see is like it looks like you're going to be coming up on the energy itself, like you're going to hit it, and then as you get closer it starts to expand away from you into this like tunnel of red and black energy as you fall through it, going faster and faster and faster and faster until finally you are out and you kind of land with a little bit of a on ground. And as the three of you look up, you see the rest of the group standing on this large black rock that's kind of floating out in this chaos of red and black energy, just swirling all around you. The rocks themselves don't seem to be caught up in this. They're stationary, and there are almost pathways of broken rock that are spiraling up and around, creating these weird pathways. I was trying to think of that one painting with all the stairs. What is that one? Escher, yeah, that sort of thing, where there's just pathways going up and around all around you, but they all seem to be kind of going in the direction towards what seems to be the center, and your horizon is taken up with essentially like a black hole event horizon, just this massive ball of energy that has that's kind of more solid in the center, but has every bit of chaos going around it.
This place sets my scales on edge.
Mr. Fox says, I think this place would put everything on edge.
Yeah, Pilkus is a death grip on Elysia's hand and Long Look's hand.
Long Look, ow. And Mr. Fox looks at that event horizon and says, I'm pretty sure that's our goal. We should start going there.
Should we, though?
How sure are we that the other Mrs. Fox is here?
Mrs. Fox pipes up. Hang on one second. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure I got that. Mrs. Fox pipes up and says, because I can sense her.
Oh, okay, good. Then I don't have to try to find her, because I was going to try to find her, but I think if you can sense her, we'll just follow you.
Normally I can't, but I am very much aware that there is another me here. That's an odd sensation. And you know, as you all are kind of deciding on like, okay, well, we're gonna go this way. This looks like the best way to go about it. There is movement nearby, and the energy, this chaotic energy, is kind of flying through the air, and eventually this black energy and this red energy collide, and the black energy seems to take over the red, and it forms into this shape, this kind of like it looks like a candle flame, but made of black and red. Like the center of it is black, and the edges of it are this ethereal red. And it suddenly forms these two glowing eyes in its dark energy, and then boom, another one. Boom, another one. Boom, one more. And they all start descending towards you. And Mr. Fox goes, I don't think those are things that we should say hello to. And we're going to roll initiative.
I mean, too late. I already said hello.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Damn, Pilkins.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
31 initiative.
Ooh,
Jeez.
that's a spicy meatball.
High initiative.
Gloomstalkers get like a nice bonus to initiative.
So one of my players in my home game is playing a Gloomstalker right now, and I'm like, if I ever play a Ranger, this is the class. I'm going to be
They're-
a dual-wielding
For sure.
Gloomstalker and just mess stuff up.
Yeah.
All right, Pilkins got a 31. Or Kira, what'd you get?
I got a cleric 10.
A clerical 10.
Mhm.
Alicia
18.
and Uthal.
I too got a 10.
Really?
Did you roll a 1?
Yeah. I rolled a 2.
Oof.
I thought you had a way higher initiative.
I rolled an
No, it's
8.
just plus 8.
What's your dexterity modifier? It's probably way better
I
than
think it's
mine.
8.
8, yeah.
Yep.
Your modifier?
Yeah.
Plus 8?
Yeah, his
Wow.
initiative modifier is 8.
All right, you're definitely going first.
Well,
Yeah.
let's see.
Damn.
Pilkins.
I mean, before me, I should say.
And as a reminder, Pilkins, long look acts on your turn. These 4 death energies are about 30 feet away from you in the air.
Oh boy. I think, first of all, free action shriek, of course. As they come barreling down towards us, I think the first thing. So Pilkins is going to order long look to protect Mr. Fox because he has no idea if Mr. Fox actually needs it or not, but that is our ticket out of here. Like, if Mr. Fox is down, then we are stuck here. And then Pilkins is going to disappear by casting greater invisibility on himself.
Okay. Long look, boom, 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 goes over, readies himself in front of Mr. Fox, shield and sword out. And goes, I'm helping! Anything else on your turn?
Oh, no, that's it.
Okay.
I'm so glad I death warded him, so we have him for at least a little while longer.
Alicia.
Okay. Remind me, how many would be sort of in range that she could get with a spell?
So all 4 of them are within 30 feet of you.
Okay. Because I have a spell that's good for that.
Hey.
Okay. And I just decide what level to cast it at. I'm just looking at it real close. 1 target and then 3 other targets. So that would get all 4. Yeah.
Hey.
Heyo.
So I'm doing me a chain lightning. Yeah.
Woo!
Just 6th level, because I'll save that 7th level for the teleport if we need it. And then I'll roll
all
a
right,
pile of damage here.
Dex
if it's-
saves. What's the
Yep.
DC?
17.
So, with my roll. Oh, well, the first one passed with my rolling, surprisingly.
Hmm.
Uh-oh, the second one passed.
Mhm.
The third one failed,
Okay.
Yes.
and the 4th one also failed. Okay, that was the weirdest thing. I rolled 2 16s and 2 12s.
It's consistent
It's
death
consistent,
energy.
yeah, yeah.
So full damage is 48.
48 damage, good
Like
lord.
4d8 or 48?
48.
Okay.
48.
Okay, so 48, and then half of that is 24?
Yep.
Okay, I will apply
Nice.
those as it becomes necessary because it's a lot. Okay, then after you is the non-player stuff. So 2 of these death energies are going to come down, and I'm actually going to roll to see who they attack. And I need I need actually more than a D4 because the long look's in there. Okay, one of them is going for Alicia. The other one is going for Kira. They are going, so from the red parts of their outline stretch these tendrils of red death energy. And they are going to attack you a couple times. So we'll go with Alicia first.
I'm casting shield. Just saying.
So that is a dirty 20.
Let's see. So, haha, with shield, it doesn't hit.
All right, so this energy
Nice.
comes towards you, and you throw up your hand, and this force field appears in front of you, and it just bounces off of it. But it's going to try with one more tentacle. Oh, that is a 28 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. That's interesting. I wouldn't have guessed that. It is 13 piercing damage and 11 psychic damage. I'm confused about the piercing, but okay. And I need you to make a you are also now grappled. I thought it was a check
Jeez.
for that. It just full on wraps this energy around you.
Okay.
And then Orkira,
Hi.
that is a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
You take 13 piercing and 11 psychic, and you are also grappled.
Ow.
And you know what? Because it has you, it's going to try and attack someone else. It is going for Mr. Fox. But it rolled a nat 1. So,
Heck yeah.
we'll say that the energy went towards it, and Longlook jumped up with its shield and knocked it out of the way. And then the other two.
Good job, Long Look.
Let's see. Oh, okay. I think it's just going to make a couple more attacks. The other two, actually, the other two are going to. They had enough range to do that. The other two are actually going to move closer to everyone else. So the two that have Orkira and Alicia grappled are still 30 feet back, but the other two are moving in closer. So that is going to be theirs, and then Mrs. Fox kind of opens her jacket and pulls something out of it, and she pulls out a quill. And she scribbles something in the air, and there's this blue line of energy that creates these runes as she writes. And then they kind of brighten for a moment, and then focus and shoot out and strike one of the death energies.
Ooh.
Mr. Fox, he kind of holds out his hands, and you can see this multicolored energy forming at the end of both of them, and he pulls them together, forms them into a ball, and throws it at one of the other death energies. And oh wait, no, that was the roll. And he does hit it. So you see the one of them the one that has Orkira held. This multiversal energy strikes it, and it even pushes it back a little bit. And tell you what, you can do the grapple check now because it got hit.
Okay.
So let's see. I think it is a strength save.
So usually I can pick between athletics or acrobatics, while
Okay.
you have to do athletics to try to. I think that's what it is.
This one
Yeah,
has
yeah.
a DC.
Okay.
So it already has
Oh.
it set. So yes, athletics or acrobatics to attempt to get out of it.
Ooh, that's a 25.
Oh, yeah, solid.
nice.
Nice.
It gets
Let
pushed
go, let go,
back,
let go.
and you smack that energy off of you. No death vibes here. No death vibes.
No.
Okay, and now it is it's either Uthal or Orkira.
It's Uthal. You're faster.
Uthal.
All right.
So there are two death energies that are about 10 feet away from you, and then there are the others that are 30 feet away. One had Orkira grappled, and the other one still has Alicia grappled.
Okay. Are any of them near anyone within 5 feet or no?
No, not right now.
Ah. Okay. Dang. Well, we'll go run up to one of the ones within 10 feet and just go to stab him.
Okay.
Good old 1-2 punch with my swords.
Yeah, the good old 1-2 punch. And as soon as you go to attack, you hear Ozzik say, "Oh, it is such a joy to be back with you in the battlefield."
You remember how to kill, right?
Oh, yes.
You just hear me just chatting with my sword. All right. First one's going to hit for 17.
That hits.
Perfect. And since I don't have any fancy stuff, it's going to be 1d8 plus 6, which will be a 10.
Okay.
And then for my second attack, good old rapier of life stealing. That's going to be a 12 to hit.
No, that unfortunately will not.
Ah, dang it. All right.
Anything else on your turn?
No, that'll be it.
Okay. I realized when I said that I was gonna put down the math for that, I never actually did it. But while I do that, Orkira, it is your turn. There are 2 death essence that are 10 feet away and 2 others that are 30 feet away.
At this point, Orkira is more concerned about where her friends and allies are, and so she's going to position herself so that she's within 30 feet of all of them and grab her holy symbol and like smack it against her hand. Like, all right, time to go back to work. And when she holds it up, there's an explosion from the book, like a circle of fire that goes out and hits everybody. Everybody is now resistant to fire damage and gets 7 temporary hit points.
Ooh, very nice.
Oh,
As
nice.
we're fighting death energy, so she's going to do explosion of life. Because there you go. And then she then specifically points over at Alicia, and for her bonus action is going to cast Healing Word. So you only get 6 health back. Wasn't that good of a roll, but you get 6 health back.
I'll take it.
Yeah. So she's going to point over at you, and then she's going to just kind of look around and go, as this is a lot more death than I was expecting. I don't know why, but it is. And she's done.
Okay. Well, the next turn is Pilkins, but he had to step away real quick. So we will get back to his turn, so we'll drop down to Alicia. You are currently grappled by one of these creatures.
So I can't move, but can I still cast?
Let's see. Grapple description is a grappled creature whose speed becomes 0, and it can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. The condition ends if the grappler is incapacitated. The condition also ends if removes the creature from the reach of the grappler or an effect like Thunder Wave. So yeah, you can still do your normal stuff.
Okay. So I'm going to do scatter, because can I? Let's see what level that is, unless I've used up the level at which I could do that. God damn it.
I mean, the chain lightning was pretty damn awesome.
It's
so,
pretty-
so-
I mean, it was.
It did a
but
lot of damage.
I was saving the teleport spell for a special occasion. I could burn the 7th level to do scatter. Well, let's see. What can immolation do for me?
I'll tell you what. We'll give you a moment to look through those,
Yeah,
and we'll
sure.
go back to Pilkins' turn since we were.
Yeah.
So Pilkins, it is your turn.
All right. So, is Alicia still grappled?
Yes.
So I think I'll have Long Look continue to protect Mr. Fox, and then Pilkins will like sneak up nervously up to the death energy, which is 30 feet away, you said?
Yes.
Okay. And he will try to attack it to release her. He will strike it with the staff.
Okay, so this invisible Gloomstalker makes their way through this black, rocky landscape around the other death energies and gets to the other one that's just kind of floating off the ground with its tentacle out wrapped around Alicia. So go ahead and do what you're going to do.
So that is going to be 2 attacks. The first one is 27. I assume I have advantage because I am invisible,
Yep.
but I don't know if they can
big
see.
time.
Okay,
Big time.
cool. So 27 to hit for one,
Yeah.
and then 25 to hit for the other.
Yeah.
So let's do that. So 15 damage plus 11 damage, 26 damage.
Good amount of
Let's.
damage. Good amount of damage.
Yeah, that's it for his attack.
Okay.
And then Long Look will do one thing before it's the end.
What
So-
will Long Look do?
Long Look will continue to protect Mr. Fox, but you see, like, there was like a carved symbol on Long Look's chest. Those of you who can speak, let's just say Celestial, you see that it's the rune for, it reads Frost, and you see it light up, and like frosty energy like exerts from it, and it seems like he's like a bit sturdier, like magically sturdier now.
I love being magically sturdier.
Yes.
Anything else on your turn?
That's it.
Okay. Then we'll go to Alicia. Oh wait, so you actually attacked the one that was holding Alicia, right?
Mm-hmm.
So before your turn, go ahead and make either an acrobatics or athletics check to try and get out of the grapple.
Which am I less bad at? Oh, acrobatics. That is 13.
That is unfortunately not going to do it. So we get to your turn and you are still grappled. What would you like to do?
Cast immolation on that one that is grappling me.
Okay.
So
do we
that
need to do?
is DC. Come on, show me. It's taking forever to roll. Okay. Okay. DC 17.
Okay. What kind of roll?
Dexterity.
Dexterity. Not even close.
Okay.
Nice.
38 total.
38.
Nice.
Whoo.
Alicia is deadly.
Yeah, no, that is some good stuff. Go ahead and make your escape check with advantage on that one.
Okay.
I can do math, I swear.
Oh, there we go. 21.
Nice.
Okay. You hit it with an immolation, and it kind of screeches as it recoils, and the death energy peels back from you. Now, hey, good news. It's the bad stuff's turn. Non-you
Good
all turn.
news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good news, everyone. So, Uthal and
Yeah.
Pilkins, you both moved up to one of these. For
Mhm.
their action, I need you both to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
Oh, jeez.
Mm-hmm.
23.
Ooh. 9.
Ooh, that's not great.
Mm.
So, Pilkins, you notice that this red energy that outlines these death energies, it's kind of falling down to the ground around it and kind of spreading out from it, almost like these weird tendrils. And you jump back from it when you notice it. But Uthal, you don't notice it, and they start making their way through the boots of your through your boots and actually touching you. And as soon as they do, you feel your body go rigid and you are restrained.
Wow.
Ugh.
Nasty.
Can't restrain an Uthal.
Master, what are you doing? Attack it! And the other ones are going to make some attacks again. Let's see. I don't think a 12 is going to hit or cure anymore.
No, it's not.
Oh yeah, but a 26 will.
Yeah.
So that is 13 more piercing and 11 psychic, and you are restrained or you are grappled again.
13.
What's the difference between grapple and restrained?
So restrained, a restrained creature's speed becomes 0 and it can't benefit from any of the things. Attack rolls against it have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. So your attack rolls have a disadvantage, and the creature has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Oh,
Yeah,
that doesn't matter
restraint
to me.
Yeah, restraint sucks.
Isn't
Okay.
the same as grapple to get out of?
I think
Or-
grapple causes restraint, but in this case, the cause of restraint is like magical, and there's different rules for getting out of grappling than for getting out.
Grappled and restrained are two different things.
Yeah.
I thought grappling causes the restrained condition. Oh, okay, interesting.
No, grappled is a condition.
Oh, okay.
It's much easier to break one. So I rolled against Alicia while you were talking, and I rolled a 2 and a 3. So you are good. And then Mrs. Fox is going to scribble another runic word in the air and send out more missiles of energy, striking some of the death energies. And unfortunately, Mr. Fox misses his attack, and the ball of multiversal energy goes wide.
Ooh.
Uthal, you are restrained. What would you like to do?
Okay. Let's see. So it's still not within 5 feet of anyone, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Well, just gonna start just going at it.
Okay.
I'm gonna yell at Oxy, "Get me out of this!" I'm just gonna start the attack.
So give me a you gotta do your attacks with disadvantage.
Okay, roll. Oof. So one of them was a 1, but let's re-roll that.
With the luck feat.
Mhm.
Luck. That's a 14. So out of the let's see. So wait, how does disadvantage work if you use the luck feat? You take the lower one and then you re-roll it? Or...
So you would just choose one of the die to re-roll.
Yeah. Okay, so I re-rolled the 1, and now I got a 25.
Okay.
Nice.
So that one
Much
will
better.
hit.
Yeah, perfect. And that's gonna hit for 9 damage.
Okay.
And then I'll hit him with the backhand, the rapier of life stealing.
Okay.
I'm gonna steal some life from the death energy. That's also with disadvantage. All right, so the lowest I'm gonna get a 2, so that's gonna be 10.
That unfortunately is not going to do it.
Okay, cool.
Or Kira.
All right. My sphere of awesome is still up. So if you don't have any temporary hit points, you now have 7. They don't stack. So if you still have temps, you don't get any more. And she's got this death energy around her, is gonna go, get off. And out from where she smacks at this tendril, little tiny bits of fire jump off and then start to swirl around her, like turning into these little balls of magma, as I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Ooh.
Anything that is any of these death energies that is within 15 feet of me has to make a wisdom saving throw DC 20, and they will still take half damage even if they succeed. I don't know. Obviously, one of them has me. I don't know how many the others are close enough.
So there are 2 that are close enough. They were the ones that came forward before. One of them is next to Uthal, and he's moving a little slower than he usually does.
Yeah.
You said wisdom saves?
Wisdom save, DC 20. How
Cool.
wise is death?
10 is not a 20.
10 is not a 20.
And a 12 is not a 20. Oh, I was reading that. Oh, no, I was reading that right. Okay. Yeah, and a 12 will not do it either. So both failed.
Both are going to take 13 radiant damage.
Nice.
As they are smacked by radiant balls of magma. Also, any of those creatures, and this is whether they succeed or fail, any of those death creatures, their speed is now halved. And that is going to stay up around me, I will be concentrating on. And then can I, as a bonus action, try to get out of this thing again?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
All right, let's try this again. Hey, 23.
Oh, yeah. Solid.
Nice.
Awesome.
You flap your wings and just kind of shoo it away and get back. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I want to continue to position myself so that I am within 30 feet of all of my friends, but more importantly, so that the radiant balls of magma can now hit as many of these things as possible.
Okay. Yeah. No, you can totally do that.
Okay. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. We're gonna go back up to the top with Pilkins.
Okay. So this one here has released Elysia.
Yes.
And then is there some way I could tell how damaged they are?
Yeah. Essentially,
How dead is the death energy?
it's
Yeah.
actually their how much you can see through them. You notice that some of them are actually a little more transparent than the others. Namely, let's see. The one next to Uthal is fairly transparent. The one that you're attacking is pretty transparent. The other 2 seem to be kind of in the middle.
Okay, I'm gonna continue wailing on this one then. And the first strike with the staff is going to be a 28.
Oh yeah.
The second one is going to be a 24.
Yeah, both hit.
Nice.
Okay. 12 damage plus 16 damage, so 28 total.
Nice. It's a good amount of damage. Good amount of damage.
Put him to sleep.
Okay. Put him to sleep. Oh god.
That's a great
I hope,
tagline.
I hope Pilkins never becomes a dentist. Alicia.
I mean, I got one more immolation.
Okay, go for it.
And so I think I'm still going to do it on that one that just had me grappled, even
Yep.
though it's let me go. Because, like, I don't like that one for some reason.
That's fair.
Oh yeah, it's dex save, right?
Dex, DC 17. Wow, it
Um,
really doesn't want to roll properly. All right.
it fails.
Okay, 50 total damage.
Woo.
Holy crap.
Immolation is
Oh,
no
that feels-
joke. Damn.
Uh,
Orkira is so
Spicy
happy.
meatball.
Yeah.
yeah, that one explodes and just is gone from existence. That was also the one that was in front of Pilkins.
Oh my
so
God, some of it
just
got in my
burns
eyes.
up into flame.
Stings.
Okay, and now let's see. It's a me. So let's see here. Or Kira, you're totally fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see the
If
one.
there's one thing I know how to dodge, it's death.
Uthal. Oop, that is one hit. So that is going to be 13 piercing and 11 psychic. The other
Okay,
one missed.
so I'll half the 13, so it'll be 6 plus 11,
Yes.
17.
And then the last one is actually going to attack Long Look. 15 to hit.
No,
Okay.
not even close.
Then a 13's not going to hit either. Long Look is doing the defense well. And Mrs. Fox will scribble another bit of energy out, and actually, the one next to Uthal, she takes her quill, scribbles something out, and then kind of slashes through it, and a bigger piece of energy flies out of the words, strikes that death energy, and it explodes.
Nice.
Let's see if
No longer restrained.
Let's see if Mr. Fox can hit. Correct, you are no longer restrained. Mr. Fox is his mind is a little preoccupied right now. He's not feeling too great. So he's just shooting a little wide. Uthal, you are not restrained. The death energy next to you is gone. I will note Pilkins is about, when I say that was 25, is about 20 feet away from you. And there is a death energy within 5 feet of him. Because there was one that was destroyed and the other one was still hanging out there. So you got some friends around there.
All right. I'm gonna yell at Mr. Fox and be like, "Get it together!" Run up to Pilkins. I can do that. in just a
Mr. Fox
solid run.
watches you run with a total, you mother.
I'm just gonna go jump. I'm like, Oxic, let's go. Just hit that with the sneak attack.
Okay.
Let's see what we do with that. 17 to hit.
Yes, hits.
Yeah, sick. All right, so 7d6. So d8 is going to get us 27 plus 6, 33 damage.
Good hit.
Nice.
Yeah, good hit.
It has become a bit more transparent.
Perfect, because I'm coming with the backhand on the other sword now.
Do it.
Oh, 17, 25.
Yeah.
Sick. And that's going to be 6 more damage.
Orkira. There are 2 death energies left. One that is, well, I guess you kind of moved into the middle, so they're kind of equidistant from you.
But are they each within? Can I move to where they're within 15 feet of me?
They're unfortunately 20 feet up. Well, I guess 15 feet from you on either side. Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, it's a 15-foot radius.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm
Love
going to
a
move in
radius.
between the two, and the swirling radiant death balls go poof. I need both of them to make wisdom saving throws DC 20.
Nice.
While that's happening, anyone who has no temporary hit points gets 1 because I rolled like crap.
Yeah, 1 temporary hit point.
Nice.
Ooh.
How did the death do?
Not good. Not good at all.
Okay.
That's
They
what we
failed.
like to hear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're going to take 14 radiant damage each.
Nice.
And is one looking more hurt than the other?
Yes.
Awesome.
The one towards Mrs. Fox and Mr. Fox is more hurt by far.
Excellent. And she's going to turn to look at that one and hold out a hand. And for a second, her hand glows, and then a gout of fire is going to hit that one. So I'm going to cast Burning Hands. I need it to make a dexterity saving throw, DC 20.
19.
Does Burning Hands, do they still take half?
Oh, no. You said
Oh,
DC
that's
20.
under, right?
Oh, DC 20. Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah,
I thought
I
you
rolled a 19. Yeah.
For whatever reason, I heard 19 on the die. So, okay.
Oh,
it's
no,
going
no,
to
no.
take 6 fire damage.
Okay.
And then as part of the 6 fire damage, a little tiny bit of that fire goes flying off and comes back to me because I'm going to use Warmth of the Flame, which means every time I attack something with fire damage, someone gets some health and I hurt. So I'm going to get 5 actual health back. And that was an action. That was all the stuff that I'm concentrating on. That was the other thing. I've moved. I don't have a bonus action, so I'm done. Clerics, the longer we go, the more I have like this running list of stuff
Yeah,
I have to keep track of.
All right, Pilkins.
Okay.
So
So
is
there's
one
the-
death energy that Uthal is now fighting that you are near.
Okay. Yeah. So Long Look is just fighting defensively, continuing to try to cover Mr. Fox. Pilkins will turn around and try to smack the death energy that's near Uthal.
Okay.
First strike. Ooh, critical hit.
Oh, yeah.
Finally. And then the second one is going to be 26. Okay. First crit.
Put it to sleep.
It is going to be 18. And then the next one is going to be 13. So 31
31 damage.
total, yeah.
It's very transparent. Anything else on your turn?
He rubs some of the death energy that he just killed out of his eyes, and then that's it.
Alicia.
Okay. Well, we're down to lightning bolts.
Okay.
So this I gotta aim properly. So I'm gonna probably go for the one that Uthal's not fighting, so
Okay.
that I can like get the,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that
yeah.
it's just going into something and not anybody else. So
Dex save.
dex save, 17 again.
Got a 14.
Cool. 39 damage.
Nice.
The lightning bolt shoots through the center of it and it just starts to burn away from the inside and just dissipates.
Nice.
And then you know what? Yeah. Hang on, I'm gonna make a roll for this. Uthal, you hear Mr. Fox go, "Hey, Uthal,
Yeah.
watch this!" And he snaps his finger, and a fist made of multiversal energy plunges from the sky and just crushes that death energy.
That's my hand on my hips, like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was. And he turns around, and just for the audience, Mrs. Fox goes, "That took a lot out of you, didn't it?" He goes, "Oh God, I gotta sit down."
Look at him like,
But it was cool.
you really just held that one out till the end, didn't you?
Couldn't you wait till my eyes were closed?
There's just more on your face.
Okay, well, that is where we're going to stop for this week, and we will continue on in 2 weeks with finding out what's happening in the center of the multiverse.
Ooh.
But before we go, I think we gotta do a little something there with the dice. Yang Yang.
Hey, what's up, everybody? If you came in late, one last time, we are holding a dice giveaway from phoenixdice.com. Type in !ticket into the chat for your chance to win a set of dice of your choice from phoenixdice.com. Their dice are not only beautiful, but they are eco-friendly, and anybody in the world may enter. We will ship it wherever. Type in !ticket into the chat, and we will draw a winner at the end of everybody's outros.
Cool. So give your.
I'm gonna popcorn it over to Lauren.
Oh, okay. Hi, I'm Lauren Urban. I'm the content manager over at Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. You can find me on the socials as Obo Lauren. You can find me on Tuesdays playing Children of Verite, where I play a druid who likes to run into the danger instead of this cleric who likes to heal after the danger. You can see that on the Demiplane channel on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Pacific. And that's all I'm going to talk about, because I feel like if I prattle on for too long, I feel very self-conscious. So I will throw it over to Rhiannon.
Hey, I've been Rhiannon Held. Check out my books. I got the Silver series as Rhiannon Held and the Amsterdam Institute series starting with Clean Install as RZ Held. Lots of cool space opera, action, adventure, sexy goodness. So check those out. St. James.
Hi, St. James here. You can find me at St. James Collection on Instagram, where I showcase my cards and not myself. So you don't see me, but you see these. Stuff.
Not even like your hand showing off the card?
Very
You
rarely.
get my hands sometimes. It'll just be like, and look at this. Wow.
Excellent.
Proper Vanna
that's
White
it.
of showing off the card.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it's just Trevor.
St. James is the Vanna White of our friend group.
Don't know what that means, but I'll take it.
Hey, I'm Trevor Bettis. I'm the content designer and writer for Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. We have one more episode left. I'm so
Sad.
excited. I'm sad, but I'm also so excited for where this is going. I hope you all are there for the last one. But now, popping it back over to Yang Yang.
All right, I'm about to close the dice giveaway in 3, 2, 1. Boom, it's closed.
Oh,
I'm about to draw a winner. And that winner is going to be... Congratulations!
It's you!
Congratulations, Horseman. I'm so
Yeah,
glad.
oh my God.
I knew it was going to be you. Somebody
Yep,
told
whole
me.
time. Yep.
yep. I had it actually written down on this piece of paper right here. As
Oh
you can
no,
see,
I spilled my drink on it. You can't read
Ah,
that anymore.
jeez, oh
jeez,
no.
thanks.
Ah,
Okay.
man.
It's there though.
Oh,
Mhm.
but I had it.
Yep.
Thought
Cheers
about
to you.
Yep. So I will DM you with some further instructions, and congratulations again.
Congratulations.
So
Well,
last episode next time also means last Phoenix Dice giveaway. Come back in 2 weeks if you have not won, or if you won already, for another chance to win.
Yes.
And then the Phoenix will be dead for a while, but it'll be okay because they'll be back in like a millennia.
yeah,
Totally,
back
100%.
again.
Big
Yeah.
hundo.
Or another couple of weeks.
I feel like this last episode is going to be like one of those like, oh, this is last episode, part 1. Part 2.
Oh yeah, we're doing the Attack
Part
on
4.
Titan. Yeah.
Yes.
Or
Final
better yet,
season.
the Kingdom
Part
Hearts
2.
one, where it's just like, Adventurer's
Oh,
Guide to the
God.
Multiverse, finale, prologue, chapter 1, 365 over 8.
Yeah.
Hey, if it means I get to keep playing with y'all, then I'll take it.
We're gonna have like 5 filler episodes of just past
Flashbacks. They are all
experience. Yeah,
flashbacks,
flashbacks is what I'm thinking of our experiences through different universes of like what
boy.
we're remembering.
Jeez. All right. Well, that is going to wrap things up for this week's episode of Adventurer's Guide to the Multiverse. Be sure to come back next week for awesome shows that Dungeon Scrawlers puts on, as always. This show, for its finale, will be on in 2 weeks. So I hope you're there to watch it. And if you're watching later on YouTube, just go watch it right now. It's probably there. So you don't got to wait. You're in a great future. It's
Crazy what happens.
Yeah. But yeah, that was going to do it for this week's episode. So until next time, take care of yourself.